Who's further from God?
Sorry. Okay.
All right, let's get going.
Yeah.
All right. Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to Smudcast number 474, the dystopian nightmare of Hotel Makeover. That sounds kind of generic, but Hotel Makeover is an actual show. I have not seen it. And today is, of course, Maggie May Fish Day, so you can guess where we're headed with this. One crazy lady rambling on about a TV show that no one else has watched. And we don't know if she's right or wrong, but we're not here for that. We're here to listen to how she expresses herself and how that connects to her strange worldview and why. We don't know.
You know what?
How did she come across it?
He's insane.
I think because her interests involve makeup and redesigning things and trying to be a homeowner and owning all this land, and I don't know. That's about as far as I think.
I love land.
You know what? I would love to see Maggie May Fish doing a full critical lens reading of Too Hot to Handle. Anybody here heard of that show? Because Too Hot to Handle is one of the most hilarious things I've ever watched.
Why? Why do you watch weird stuff? Why?
Because
watching
they're
weird
hilarious. Because it's hilarious. Do you even know what Too Hot to Handle is about?
I assume it's either about people who work in steel factories and been told can't handle the stuff, or it's about vapid 20-somethings who fuck a lot.
Latter, only the prize fund is reduced every time they kiss, at or screw one of the other people, and oftentimes they will lose.
Compelling.
They will lose like $3,000 per kiss of a $100,000 prize fund, and they often end up with only about $56K in the pot to divvy up between the people. I remember that the last season ended up with them losing an entire $200,000.
Wait, how many seasons are this?
3. There are 3 seasons.
3 seasons.
And it's a big ploy because they don't know what they're in for, either because the show hadn't aired or the show people lied to them about what they were going to get. They initially thought they were going to get an orgy party, and then they got, you're in an abstinence.
Oh, what?
You're in an abstinence.
I'll be honest with you, Dunn. I wasn't very interested in watching it, but after you told me, I'm still not interested in watching it.
Oh, I know you wouldn't be interested. I just think that it would be interesting if Maggie did a review about how it's all about the patriarchal heteronormative idea that just boys pair up with girls.
Wait,
Done.
And
You're done. You're cutting out a lot. You're cutting out a lot.
Okay, so that's not me.
Yeah, no, Dunn's cutting out a lot. All I'm hearing is
she would do
girls and guys sexual attraction. I'm like,
that's lifestyle.
And orgies.
Yeah,
I guess I'm gonna become a Mormon.
All right. Anyway, this video came out last month. It's about 22 minutes long, and God knows what it's about. We haven't watched it. No one does.
When did it come out?
A month ago.
A month ago. All right. What happened a month ago? What was racist a month ago?
Every Canadian.
Probably. Was Trump mentioned at all in the last month?
Oh, yeah.
Are we gonna have a bingo for this video? Is she gonna mention Trump?
Oh, she's got to.
I forgot where I keep my bingo card on my computer, but if you guys have it, bring it out.
No, I don't. I deleted it for extra space for Candy Crush.
All that half megabyte is gone.
Yeah. I had better things to do.
All right.
Anyway.
Well, I'm not sure what to expect, so this was all from Dunn as always. So thank you, Dunn, for the recommendation. So let's get going. Everyone's
Yeah,
gonna
I
watch
haven't
together?
watched either. I just picked it. I just picked it based on length since we only have one more under 50-minute Maggie video before
Jesus.
we have to go into the 50s.
Well, I appreciate that at least you were concerning us.
Yeah. All right.
Maggie in the 50s?
Anyway, let's
I love the fact that Eric can't understand English.
All right, let's go.
Just to say she already isn't 50.
Guys, let's just go.
This video is brought to you by my patrons. If you'd like to support, head over to
God damn it.
patreon.com/Maggie.
Her own patrons, her ad. This video is supported by me, Maggie, because I'm so amazing.
So is Maggie like so embarrassing? Like Skillshare no longer like lets her to promote.
NordVPN are like, listen, we'll have a raging paedophile in Borch. We'll advertise in his show, not yours, Maggie.
This is like saying this is brought to you by Visa, the card that allows you to give me money. It's like what are you doing, Maggie? Like stop that. Just either give a product or not. This is silly.
Why don't you just put like a massive picture of her face and go, this video is sponsored by me because I'm me. All bow down to me.
I'm the woman who did Breaking Bad as an amusement park video.
Wasn't it in the desert or something?
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
The desert with water.
Desert with a little bit of water. Okay.
Well, let's not forget the green room. So that was
That's not even true because in the description she's promoting Mubi or whatever that shit is.
Oh, that's
I'm so small it is. It's not the green room. It's the green door.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Green door.
Listen, if you're gonna start bringing up
The green is the Matrix, right?
no, the green is sexuality. I don't know.
Oh God, let's not.
Because it means go, right?
It was a porno. It's a pornographic film that she weirdly enough associates with a club.
Yeah, because there's a mention of the green. Why are we talking about a completely different thing? Can we just get past? I just realized I do
It's a
apologize.
Maggie May Fish video.
orgy?
We have to make the references. It's so bizarre. We don't know how to make sense of her, so she have to bring up all the stuff she said. To try to wrap our brains around it. It's very difficult at times.
I'm still trying to think of why, for a little bit, she was so interested in ancient Iraqi artifacts. That's the part of it I'll never understand. She brings it all once.
Has race fetishism.
Anyway, let's get going.
Maggie May Fish. And by Movie.
Oh, there it is.
A curated streaming service showing exceptional films from
Yeah,
around the
baby.
globe. Welcome to Darlene's DIY channel. Today, we're actually going to do something a little bit different and talk about two DIY style icons who recently made a big splash on the streaming platform Nebula. I mean Netflix. Sorry, weird how that just kind of rolled out of my mouth. This is the show that got me.
She's supposedly a trained actress, and I just have to
Supposedly.
Well, not necessarily in the front door. It could be the back door.
what?
Backdoor casting.
So
Even Harvey
Pretending to be a
Weinstein.
vacuum
Even Harvey Weinstein would keep his distance.
So
Even Tommy Wiseau could sell this.
Even Jeffrey Epstein would kill himself.
anyway, apparently Nebula is a streaming service. I don't know what the big deal is. Does anyone know what the?
Never heard of it before.
I get the feeling that it's where the
I've just looked it up.
Like isn't it like where like people like Just Right go as kind of just a
No, Dunn. What it
venting
is?
platform?
No, what I've looked it up, and what it does, it's a streaming service for obscure 1970s porno movies, notably The Green Door, Whoops, Mrs. Miggins, I've Entered Your Pie Shop, and other well-known pornos. What first review from this Maggie May Fish? Excellent. I jerked off at least 6 times.
Oh, that person that must have low standards.
Okay, here's Hunter Biden. Thank you, sir. Maggie, this video is brought to you by all the men who came to my house and plowed me while my boyfriend watches like a little bitch. Oh.
Whoa. He has a boyfriend.
We're getting... This is... It's not the fact that Eric's like, oh my god, loads of guys plowed her. It's like, she has a boyfriend? I don't believe that for a second.
I don't know who would date her, but okay, cool.
I thought she was just an amoeba.
All right.
Oh.
Let's continue.
Would you date her, Dunn?
Oh dear.
Anyway, let's continue.
Through my scare. And if you all remember, that was when we all first learned about the outbreak, and I was afraid that my gardener might have it because, you know, he's like working in the dirt all day. Ew. So I crawled in the shower and cried for a couple hours. I live streamed the whole thing over on my vlog channel. You should check it out if you haven't yet. It was sponsored by Sensational Spas. For all your cool and spa needs. Motel Makeover follows the story
Was that
of
the
best
acting or
friends,
the one
and that's
before
it.
it?
We're business partners, best friends, and we're building a motel empire.
Sarah and April, owners of the quirky, kitschy June Motel in Prince Edward County, Canada.
We take gross old motels and we bring them back to life.
The Netflix series follows these two as they flip an old motel into their second location in the coastal beach town of Sable Beach. April here comes from the market.
Oh my god, that's
beach
Toronto. That's your fault. This is your fault, Smud.
There are beaches in West Ontario? What?
Why do all of these people come from Toronto?
I don't know this story. I've never heard of beaches in the west part of southern Ontario. So.
Really?
Maybe there are.
Really? You don't take your
there
dates over there?
Well, that's really
Well,
far
is, there any,
west.
is there any fries there? That's the main question. Otherwise, no, Smud does not take his dates there.
At this point, like Toronto's got to turn into the next Auschwitz. Like,
You don't take the stupid bitches over there.
You know what? There's so many stores closing down. The Hudson's Bay, that's been in Toronto for 50 years, has just closed down. The biggest, oldest store in the city's gone. So, you know, they're just going to keep building more residential apartment buildings or condos. It's ridiculous. So maybe we should...
how wants to live if business is dying?
Yeah, like what are you going to buy? There's no stores left. Everyone's just huddled together. Like, okay, just walk around downtown.
We sing Kumbaya. That's what we do.
I walk around the road.
Anyway, let's hear about this bizarre hotel motel idea these girls have.
Smud, you need to go over there and take pictures.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Smud can land these girls easily. Smud's a Chad.
Yeah, the problem is, though, is Smud's got to wait until Trudeau allows him to open his bank account again before he can start traveling.
What, do you use the banks? Oh, no.
Yeah, we use the banking systems to make the monies, yes, fortunately.
Oh, no.
Let's go.
Marketing world. And let's just say you can tell.
We're gonna Junify this place. Junify is a word that we invented. That means
Oh my
a
god.
place that's not pretty and finding ways to make it.
Am I
really
actually gonna
special.
side with Maggie on
Like a
this one?
high-low mix.
Although they didn't have any real experience.
We had zero
good for them.
experience in hospitality
Yeah.
and zero professional experience in design and renovation.
Each of these ladies is a self-made entrepreneur. Or, sorry.
An entrepreneur, a girl boss, a motelier.
In other words, they seem to be able to make mistakes left and right because they have a lot of money. So they can pay to fix any problem that pops up. Even the problem...
Yeah, generally speaking, that's how you start. You have a loan, you get some angel investors. If it's real estate involved, you better have a lot of money of your own. That's generally how it goes. So good, Maggie, for describing every entrepreneur out there who...
Is she already getting into the territory that she's telling that like these people shouldn't be allowed to have so much money because they have actually succeeded in their business?
But how? They're women. They're girl boss. Why wouldn't you?
What the hell is the problem? Like, it's like finally like the representation that she wants.
Yeah.
It's not good
Gas
enough.
queen, slay.
That's Queen Slay, baby.
All right.
Oh my god.
Here is Cowboy Beebity Boopity. Thank you for the one.
Bibbity boppity.
Yeah.
This is
Bibbity
Boop.
boppity. It says, really?
B-O-O-P. Boop. Anyway, someone said Maggie looks like Onesian in this video. Me personally, she looks like that high school teacher that uses black slang in order to try to seem cool with the kids, and she just comes off as racist. Oh, geez, that's a different take on Maggie. I didn't think of that.
Oh.
It's kind of like kneel before
Everybody-
Monster Mash and pledge yourself to the Graveyard Smash.
What? Oh my god.
I got that reference.
Yes, so did I. I'm just wondering why Mark decided to say it. It's just like, okay.
I'm too drunk.
Oh, that's how you watch
Oh, yeah.
Maggie. That's how you do it.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You're too drunk or you're too drugged?
Either.
Yeah.
Eric, you'd be drunk and drugged if Russia was knocking on your doorstep.
I had like such a delicious stout, and after that I had IPA Imperial. I think it was at least 9%.
Wow.
Like,
Nice.
It was so
Ooh.
delicious. Like my first one was full of hops, but
Yeah.
after that I stole the one that my girlfriend had. So I had the good.
See, that's
Yeah,
how
I
you
tried.
know you've got a good girl when her beer is better than your own, and you're like, I love this woman. I'm going to steal her
She
stuff.
always picks the better one. I just don't know how.
That's love, boys. Anyway, back to these wonderful women who want to make a motel business.
You'd better put a ring on it, Mark.
Yeah, Elder Ring.
Why weren't we playing Elder Ring today? Because we're watching Maggie May. There we go. Okay.
Well, I'm not doing it because I haven't bought it, so it's just
All
Yeah.
right.
yeah.
that they themselves have caused. They're probably best known for their catchy and unique, off-the-cuff quips.
This is the dream, a motel pool. I had a lot of confidence in our ability to work hard and get it done. Particularly love the jumpsuit day. Makes me feel like we're all ready to work.
Yeah.
Right?
And overall down-to-earth relatability.
I feel like it's a really special throwback, good old days moment to get a lobster roll. Yeah.
We watch them struggle with their work-life balance.
It's really tough to balance business and love.
There will be years
Tell me
that
about
we get
it.
to invest more into the relationships in our lives, but this is just not one of them.
Last year I got married to Rod. He's so supportive, but he's very private. He doesn't even have Instagram.
Oh my god.
And the
He's like
financial
normal.
anxiety
So he's a good
of
guy.
two ridiculously rich people.
Is $100,000 enough? It's all we have. I know.
Really?
And it goes
That's
without
it?
saying, their personalities really ingratiate them with the locals.
Any chance you guys have oat milk?
That's not much for real estate in anywhere in Ontario. I mean, you could try to put a lease on something, but not with $100,000. You need at least 500. I don't know.
Maybe they have Chinese money.
Yeah, if you were maybe in like Alberta or something, I don't know, but not Ontario. Okay.
But it's on an Ontario beach, though. Smuds, so.
I don't know what the value of western beaches in Ontario are.
You can get so much money for owning elks and then being eaten by orcas. you get like so much money from the government. That's
No, it's not that. It's you're getting. It's moose for a start. It's not elk. Mark, congratulations. You ruined the joke.
What's the
Mixing it up with
difference?
the European one.
What's the
European
difference?
one. What's the difference? One's a moose and one's an elk.
I didn't know that we were talking about cows.
They're like the same creature, right?
I imagine so.
technically, yes.
Yeah.
They all belong to the same family as cows.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
There we go.
these girls seem a little wacky, but that's fine.
They have personality, Smud.
They have $100,000, a Canadian $100,000. Like, okay, good luck.
It's like they're basically quirky, but one of them's hot, so.
Almond milk lattes? Soy milk lattes?
Whoa.
Wait, is that
Yeah, green
Supergirl?
tea, please.
Sure.
Doesn't say a lot, but he has agreed to do the project. All right.
What makes this show really hit home is that it's not just a 6-episode ad for the new June Motel. It's also a great how-to guide for anyone out there getting ready to become your own motelier. You know that me and Paul have been setting aside amounts of our YouTube IOUs to buy up a small farm from a struggling family, which we would probably bulldoze, who can't afford to make ends meet anymore. But this show made me think, why not use that money to buy a motel where that struggling family can come and pay us to get away from their troubles? These girls get it.
Motels have typically been family-run operations.
They sure were family-run, but they were bought up by people like April and Sarah, whose business goal was not to just own one single motel, but are in fact building.
Who is eating chips that loudly?
Oh, sorry. I'm getting comfortable.
I mean, I don't mind it. It's okay, but I'm just I can't hear what the girl.
It's just one of those British earthquakes.
I thought someone was like playing with tinfoil or something. Like, what the hell?
I thought Whisp came in and was playing with her Rubik's Cube.
Well, maybe they were frying some fish and they wrapped it in tinfoil and now they're just like taking their dinner out and like, okay, fine, whatever, you do your thing, but whatever.
Stop putting your mic on your beard, Hawk.
I don't. I just they keep falling out. My headphone keeps falling off. Leave me be. Shut the fuck up.
Okay.
What kind of chips are you eating?
Not telling you.
Anyway, these girls are hard at work and they're drinking wine and sitting on their posh little.
Yeah. No one gives a shit what these girls are doing.
I know.
I love that Maggie just loves their work, you know?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's good for them, but I've seen shows not like this, but like rich people buy castles in like Europe somewhere.
Yeah.
And they return them into hotels or whatever. That's interesting because they got to knock down walls and there's all this old stuff from like 200 years ago they got to clean out. This is just a beach motel place where people stop to go. I don't know where because there's nothing out there. So I'm assuming they're on like some highway on the coastline, and there's a nice motel. So I don't know if they've actually predicted their ROI.
Global warming.
Well, you know, once they get this place up and running, someone's got to staff it. I'm assuming it's them. They got to see if they make any money that year. They probably won't. They got to work again another year. So this is after winter. So maybe they have some winter plan. Like this is a dangerous thing. This is like a big risk.
It's also after COVID as well.
Right. Where tourism is not exactly COVID. Yeah, it's not exactly a great idea. So it is cheap though. If they've only $100,000, they must have bought it really cheap. So
yeah, either that or they've got blackmail on whoever used to own it.
Give me lint. It wasn't that guy. That's why.
All right. Yes.
Or the blonde one just got her tits out because to be honest with you, that's probably the only thing she's got going for her.
Shit, I would watch like a series with Mr. Dickovich going through these motels.
All right.
But the blonde one's got a nice pair of knockers, hooters, honkers, big mama milkers.
Hawk, are you drunk?
I'm a mama's.
Am I drunk? No, I'm just.
I don't see the mommy milk. You know?
Anyway.
On the blonde one?
Anyway.
Look at the chest area.
Okay.
Eric.
I see a shirt.
Okay. Anyway. Giga Chat, thanks. God. Hey, how's it going? Why is Maggie being so passive-aggressive and catty when talking about these girls? She's Maggie. Hey, Sound.
Also, she's a woman.
Hey, Sound, talk, and let's be frank, act just like she does. Also, who wants to be that Maggie studied for her COVID test?
What? Maggie studied for a COVID test?
Studied.
Wants to bet that Maggie studied for her COVID test?
Yeah.
Maybe?
She wanted to pass.
Yeah.
But COVID is like old news now.
Yeah.
It's all about Ukraine versus Russia now.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Get with the times.
And how the vaccine pass will, I don't know.
Stop the intake of Russians into Eastern Europe. Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I can already see what the next news story is once everyone gets bored of Ukraine, Russia. It's the Queen dying in the UK. That'll soon be a big story.
Oh.
Wait, a Queen guy?
But
A guy that
they like hook her up to like a chair, like the Warhammer God Emperor.
Yeah, yeah, it's great. Apart from all the
This guy
orphans,
live in a
actually.
jar.
Yeah.
You will never have a new monarch at all. It's just
Yeah.
gonna be her.
Oh, thank God for that. Have you seen the other people?
Elizabeth the Eternal.
Yeah. In the glorious Second British Empire.
Okay, let's keep going. Or we'll read another donation, because that's just happened. From Tyler Preston.
Right, okay.
Hey, Tyler Preston, how's it going? Maggie's tweet. Oh, she tweeted. In a way, Rowling is just carrying on the wonderful tradition of fantasy authors having extremely concerning personal beliefs that eternally follow their work like a Dementor?
What the... Why?
Why the fuck do you use like the lore of an author that you despise and then like still shit on the person so much?
Yeah, isn't the Dementor a D&D creature?
No, it's a Harry Potter creature.
Oh, it's Harry Potter. I'm sorry. Okay.
Also, can I just say something? We have got a generation of people who can only understand the real world through Harry Potter fucking references. It's fucking sad as anything.
Oh, really?
Yes, I have seen like a meme of that with Russia and Ukraine. And I just...
Yeah, Putin is Voldemort, and I'm like, oh my fucking god! Please go back to school, you fucking.
Wait, they really do that? That's weird.
Yeah,
they have done.
Yeah,
stupid.
All right. Well, here's the second part.
Exceptionally overrated.
Here's the second part of that tweet. And in several decades later, we'll get a trans wizard hero who not so subtly kills a famous wizard author. What?
What the fuck is going on?
Because J.K. Rowling made some very, very passe, lame, supposedly anti-trans.
She just said a woman.
Milk toast.
A woman. A woman is a woman, and that's it. It's like, okay.
You can't say stuff like that anymore. That's being unreasonable.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I'll rephrase that. A woman is a woman. Just because you have an axe wound between your legs does not make you a woman.
Well, apparently the new director of the Dragon Age game as of December of last year is trans, so yay.
I do not care.
Wait, whoa. Can you repeat that again? What the what?
The director of the new Dragon Age title coming out from BioWare is trans.
Incredible.
Yeah, it's amazing how none of us actually give a shit. It's like, okay, great, thanks.
Yeah, they're trans. I'm so glad. That's really amazing.
SJW as well. They'll be like, you need to buy this.
Yeah, right.
It's amazing.
I'm just going to say that's amazing. I can now think when I see more concept art, because that's all they've got, I think, wow, a trans person's in charge of this.
Yeah,
this entire shit show.
They're past all the design phase. They're in production, apparently, which is... I mean, thanks. Yeah. It's taken you about 4 years to get there, but okay.
They start production in 2015.
Oh, even longer.
Yeah, all we have is a trans person to think of.
Yeah. Congratulations. Well, if there's one thing trans people do, it's like, killing a franchise. Like killing themselves. Anyway, moving on.
Anyway.
Or killing the Matrix.
Oh, God. Anyway, let's get
to a motel empire.
Rooms went from $90 to $500 a night. And we've been ever since.
What? Let's take a look at
That's
how these
impressive entrepreneurial
no design
skill.
experience
Wow.
go about designing their new motel. I don't know why, but at first I had high hopes for these queen bees. Maybe I'm biased in the kind of interior design I enjoy, as evidenced in my bedroom, which has been repeatedly described as Clockwork Orange-esque. But
that's not a good thing.
What?
Yeah.
What?
It's not
go back to your bedroom.
It's just orange.
She's either like really short or that room
go
is
back
really
1
fucking
second.
big.
Queen bees. Maybe I'm biased in the kind of interior design I enjoy, as evidenced in my bedroom.
Yeah, that's a really tall ceiling.
That's a really tall ceiling, yeah.
Also, it's also a really boring fucking wall colour. Orange is like shite.
Yeah, and there's nothing on it. Like, from all the money that she makes, she doesn't hang anything there.
Yeah,
looks like it hasn't been jumped on for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's just her and her husband, but yeah.
Wait, she has a husband?
Well,
yeah, it's right there.
Maybe they're minimalist. Who knows?
Oh, the cat?
Yes.
Bestiality?
She fucks the cat.
She could,
just like Red Letter Video?
Yes.
Oh.
She's the embarrassing son of Plinkett. No, my other son.
And the one who had so the one that had the embarrassing one that had a sex change because they were so.
Yes.
Plinkett
that was the
so
only way to get him out for driving into the Applebee's.
Anyway.
I love
hang herself in the gas station of a bathroom.
Oh, I love the fact that we just do not give a shit about this fucking video. I just love it. It's like it warms my heart.
I get that she's doing self-deprecating humor, but it's like we don't care. It's like, yeah, whatever.
It's like, oh, look how bad I am. It's like, yeah, we know because you really are bad, and
you're bad.
I do not care. I do not care about your orange wall.
You're an awful person. Yeah. We hate you, and we want, and we think that the world would be better off without you, but also simultaneously less entertaining without you.
Yeah. Why do all these people always have orange in the background? Like, there's Cabernet. Who else had orange in their background?
he has chocolate orange. That's different.
Well, I mean, is it different, really?
Well, if you have panettone all year round, you're a bit weird. If you have like gifts at Easter that like eggs like all year round, you're kind of weird. So to have chocolate oranges all year round, it's like, dude, come on. I know you like capitalism, but not that much.
This is the only way to subconsciously like communicate with each other.
Yeah, oranges. Also, Clockwork Orange doesn't have anything orange in it.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
Only the movie poster has it, and that's it.
Yeah. So, your fake pseudo-intelligent bullshit checkmate by a Brit who's eating like prawn cocktail crisps. Fuck you.
Okay, here's Harold Trotter. Hey, Harold, how's it going? Dunn, I don't mean to worry you, but I'm in your house, and we're out of Chex Mix. Now, on to the video. I think Maggie made this video because these women wouldn't remodel Maggie's house because she kept lowballing them. Oh. Well, if you can redesign a whole motel and charge, 500% more for booking,
be sold out.
I think Smuds just figured out how they're making money because it's like $100,000. That's not a lot. $500 a night. You're like, yeah, this makes a lot of sense now.
Yeah, at a motel in the middle of nowhere, you're like, all right, yeah, maybe $100 tops. Like, no, 500. You're like, holy jeez, what are they offering there?
Yeah, you better get like
themselves.
They better be like a blowjob on a steak or something because I ain't paying 500.
I don't know, that pool is really great. That concrete they use. Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Concrete pool. Anyway.
Oh, dude.
Which has been repeatedly described as Clockwork Orange-esque. But part of the fun of redecorating an entire motel, I would think, is to really put your artistic stamp on it. It's a design show. I don't feel like I'm asking much.
There are no real rules when it comes to mixing colors.
Sure about that?
Well, that's debatable.
We like to play within the color.
To Maggie's world? No, you're right on the ball, honey. You're exactly like them.
Yeah, there's no rules. It's like, have you seen your makeup tutorials? You just...
You're insane.
I put foundation over my foundation.
Yeah, no offense, but I've seen female car crash victims whose makeup looks better than Maggie's. It's like, okay.
You also add in burn victims as well.
Burn victims, great white shark victims. I've seen
mooses that have been eaten by orcas. I don't know.
Moose victims who have been
moose
bored.
victim. moose victims.
See, that's the kind of thing I expect in the western part of Ontario, like hunters who like have their dead moose in their truck and they need a place to stay. And they, $90 a day, that's great. And then they go, what the hell? This used to be a great little spot just for sleeping and getting up in the morning. Now it's $500 a night. What the hell?
Yeah, $500 a night, and someone's painted the walls orange.
Well, here's the funny thing. My dad has actually had 2 moose encounters in Utah on a golf course, and just barely escaped.
A golf course?
Yeah.
Why would there be a... Why?
Are you sure it was a golf course?
Because it's kind of near the mountains, I guess. And just a moose wandered onto the golf course, and then saw my dad and decided to charge.
Did he go, oh my god, I'm Mormon, I better defend myself?
Did he say 4 and then he started charging?
Possibly. I wasn't there.
All right. Anyway, let's see what kind of clientele she gets.
Palette.
Looking at rich ones.
And then it started.
We're painting the front of the restaurant and the A-frame white.
Painting everything white.
Including the rock walls on the side.
Wait, what's wrong with that?
I don't know. It's
oh my god! Oh my god! I swear to God, if it's gonna, I swear to God, if we're going down the fact that how dare we not paint it black, I'm just gonna be like, really, we're gonna argue over the white paint?
Yeah. Ooh, rock and white paint. What a travesty! How dare they?
Ooh. Oof. No.
I'm surprised they have a kitchen or they have a A-frame dining
whitewashing
room. So
I swear to God, we're going to go down this route, aren't we? She's going to go down some sort of white supremacy route.
Whitewashing. What about blackwashing? Why don't we have...
okay, let's go. Let's see where she goes.
Number one thing is like brighten up the space. It's gonna look good white.
Beautiful 70s wood paneling wall that I would legitimately kill to have in my house.
I'm actually so happy.
That looks outdated. Like honestly, like the original one looked really outdated.
Yeah.
That shit needs to go.
Also, Maggie, you've got terrible fucking taste.
Maggie's insane.
Well, have you seen her room?
Over again.
Yeah,
she's the same woman who's got weed socks.
Well, generally speaking, when you have a makeover, you have to redo everything. You can't just say, "Oh, I like the way it looks." It's like, yeah, but it's old. It's probably got all kinds of dust and God knows what in it. You have to cover it up or get rid of it.
Especially wood. Like that place looks like it was established in the 60s or 70s at least.
Also, white is something that you can use to brighten stuff up, and it's very cheap to start off with.
Yeah. Basic stuff.
And then you can put anything over it. It's like, you know.
Yeah, like the expensive stuff would be like to redo the countertop or, I don't know, marble, whatever expensive stone you want to bring in for the chef or the bar. I didn't even know they had a bar. This is great. So they have this dining room. For a motel, that's amazing. I've never been to a motel with a dining room before, so this is obviously...
This feels more like not like a usual motel, but like a more higher end motel.
Yeah, like a resort almost. There could be other places that we know. If they have a swimming pool and a dining room, they might have a spa section or, I don't know, an outdoor area. Who knows?
Paint it white.
It's character. Totally. Yeah.
Brick deck, white.
Let's cover this interlocking brick with a white wooden deck.
The original exposed stone?
This? Like, favorite part of the motel right here. We're painting it white. No, we're not.
I mean, sure, who doesn't want to live in the prison from THX 1138? And if it's not chipped skylark white, they pick what I can only describe as cervical wall pink.
We painted our pink. We love apricot beige.
Cervical wall pink.
Yeah, that's not...
That's not a colour for a start. Also,
did only Maggie suggest that name, or did they say it as well?
I'm assuming only Maggie's ever called it cervical wall.
They just called it peach. Yeah,
I'm not going to go down to B&Q and say, "Do you have any cervical wall pink?" The guy's going to look at me like, "Sir, please leave."
Sir,
you ever eaten a peach before?
It's like
mentally deficient. What is wrong with you?
Do you have any vagina-colored pink? Like what?
So the main issue is what's wrong with white?
yeah. What's wrong with white?
Yeah.
You have any period blood color?
Like the color of pink is probably not the kind of color I'd want to have in a motel, but I have been in a hotel that had this kind of color.
Is it because you're a man, Smud?
It just doesn't feel. It feels cheap, kind of. It feels kind of weird.
It's like those. It's like in the 70s in the UK, bathrooms used to be all green, like lime green. It's like ugh. Yeah.
Nowadays,
and pink feels that same, like
Yeah, nowadays kitchens and rooms are green or light red or something like that to brighten up the vibrant energy of the room, so you feel active and the light reflects properly into your eyes, as opposed to whatever comes out of the windows was too blaring or too hard to see. There's all these wonderful theories in the past 20 years of interior design and decoration that colors work.
I think interior design changes constantly.
Yeah.
It's like shows you watched from like 10 years ago, people now goes, "Oh, why would you ever do that?"
Yeah, and we're talking about a motel that has, 20 rooms maybe. So maybe they're different themed. They can't all be the same color. And, that would involve redecoration as well as furniture that's different. So it's not just colors.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. It's not even like an
also they have to cover a large area, so white's usually the cheapest.
Yeah, you need cheap materials and to make it look somewhat attractive without breaking the bank for $100,000, which who knows how much they spent on the real estate. It's not even here nor there. We have no idea. So, whatever color scheme, go for it.
Mm-hmm. It's intense, but it's warm.
It's intense.
Oh my.
And what's really weird?
What is?
Wait, why did he?
Concept art is just.
Yes,
that is weird.
That is a
Thanks,
cross-section of the female, the JJ. Yeah.
Well, I guess her viewers have never seen one, so maybe that's why he showed it.
Mm. True.
Okay. Anyway, nice sketch of a kitchenette. Looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's in perspective. It has nice colors as well.
Yeah.
Good shading.
Mm-hmm.
The final product. It's like they'd start with at least a passable idea, but then slowly give up and talk themselves out of making any.
That looks totally fine.
Yeah.
I
wouldn't spend $500 on it, but it looks fine.
Tiles and some wood interlocking, cabinets, plastic chairs. It's fine. It's passable. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
Homey.
Choice at all.
This is the best. I don't even have any words.
Yeah, that looks
like in this bathroom concept art. They pick a fancy hexagonal tile. But
nice.
In the reveal, it's the same square tiles from any locker room shower.
It's a very cool bathroom. I really
What?
like it.
They picked the square tiles because they're cheaper.
No shit.
Wow.
Really now.
Oh God, Maggie, shut up.
Oh my
I'm gonna
God.
spend most of my time in a motel shower, by the way.
If
It's not like I'm only gonna spend like 20 minutes there.
Yeah, if only they had hexagonal tiles, I'd feel much more value packed.
How else am I supposed to eat my dinner in the bathroom? There's no decor in there.
Yeah, but it takes shit, too.
Hexagonals.
What the? What is Maggie expecting here?
She's expecting that. She's expecting like.
It just looks like a locker room. Oh my God.
Let's imagine that these people drew the designs themselves, or maybe they asked someone to do it. And the designer thought, "Hey, let's have this color scheme, this layout, blah blah blah." They get to the actual contractor, they say, "Oh no, that's too expensive, or we don't have that." It's like, okay.
Damn straight. Like, I don't want to shit on Eastern Europe as more as it should be, but this looks much cleaner than the apartment I have currently. Like, just look at how wonderfully wide those edges are.
Yeah. That's the big deal.
Totally.
When you have a bathroom and there's white anywhere and they're not, bright white, you're like, oh, okay, this is old.
Like the first thing that every single bathroom I go into is that I see like those awful black spots in the corners. And like the first thing I have to do is that I have to like use somebody acidic substance to remove them because they are dangerous for health, supposedly. But this just looks great, like as it's perfectly served, and it's also like has this wonderful glass door in front of it, so it's like properly like gone away as well. Like you can open it with yourself. Like we don't even have that. Like motels doesn't usually come with that. You would have a curtain.
Yeah, exactly.
In front of it. This is already like luxurious.
Yeah, it's nice. It's not amazing, but I would say this is probably worth at least over $100.
Yeah.
All right. So here's porcelain.
Well, I think most guys who stay in there don't care what the bathroom really looks like. It's just as long as it looks clean, right?
Yeah, obviously we don't really care too much about amenities of this and that. However, a lot of people who like showering. If you're going to spend money for a shower or in a bed, you want to be really feel good about it, and a good faucet, a good stream of hot water, good tiles, like it makes you feel good. So. Anyway, Porcelinus the Fourth. How's it going, sir? Maggie clearly has never been inside a house with wood paneling walls. Those things make you feel like you're in an episode of Forensic Files. There should be a recorder that plays the Forensic Files guitar riff every time you look at them. Okay. I like that.
That's good.
I'm in a ski lodge. Doo-doo-doo. All right.
How do I know they're cheaper? Because besides mislabeling everything as unique, vintage, and Scandinavian, the other thing that they constantly talk about is how little money they spend on the things going into the $500 a night rooms. Most of their Junify tips are just ways of creating barely passable furniture that would crumple under the weight of a rosé can. The most
It's not all about the apartment itself, like the furniture value that you have. It's the fact that like you can have that service on the go when you are in that particular area. That's the whole purpose. That you can't have an environment like that while you go.
Yeah, and we're comparing
and have it at an acceptable price. It's also
we're comparing the decor to what was previously there, which was wood. If you wanted to keep the wood, I would imagine you'd have to use a stain or shellac or something, and that's a lot more difficult to apply. It takes longer to dry. You have to do several coats. White, very clean, very simple. You can do whatever you like. It looks pretty shiny. Brightens up the room, and the couch and the chairs are fine. There's everything is just what you need. So I think this is rather luxurious.
I also don't see how it breaks, too. What is she talking about?
Yeah, the chairs look fine. For a $100 chair, yeah, that'll be fine.
I guess if you're like 300 or 400 pounds, maybe.
Is Maggie assuming that everyone who goes into a motel is having rampant fucking rabbit sex and is like literally pounding everybody on every surface?
Well, I was behind the green door, so
yeah, that's true. The green
only natural to assume that.
Yeah,
the decor needs to play into how I have sex, you know.
Maybe she's never properly sat on a chair before, and she just like, starts jumping up and down on everything.
Well, considering that motels are where husbands go to cheat on their wives, I wouldn't be terribly surprised.
Yeah, the West Coast.
Yeah.
West part of Ontario.
You know something. Every time I hear more about the Mormon community, I'm just surprised.
I don't. Oh, that's my stereotype of a Mormon looking at a non-Mormon secular society.
Right. Motels are just for drug dealers and
motel society.
Riding motorcycles to motels and okay.
Yeah.
All right.
99%, yo.
Oh, look at that! That's a marble table. That's pretty nice.
It is very, very, very high class. Yeah.
Makeover design aesthetic culminates in what the Shining Twins call moment.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's such a good moment. I think that's a really cool photographed moment. But the plan is to create a bit of a moment. This is gonna be a photo moment. This is an iconic moment. That is a moment, and we've been looking for those moments.
Moments are like slices of life that pop.
Wow.
Or, in marketing turned motelier speak, repackaging the human experience as product for consumption.
That's an Instagram moment. Our pink doors at our first motel are so iconic. And a big social media moment. I really want to lean into the moment of the ceiling.
That's so funny. I'm always leaning into the moments of my ceiling.
Wait, what the
What these women bring to the motel experience
You would if you could,
cannot
Maggie.
be understated.
Yeah, if you bought something like a goddamn piece of real estate and you redesigned it and painted it and moved all this furniture in, you'd be like, holy shit, I'm awesome. Look at this crazy place I just made.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care how goofy they sound. Good for them. They took the risk.
She's literally jealous of their success.
I'm jealous of their
that's usual.
success. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm almost envious of
Yeah.
their success.
I've never heard of beaches in the west
Yeah,
part
but
of
are you
Ontario. Like,
spiteful
there are
about it?
beaches? I had no clue.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's just
Smudge-
impressive that they have managed to entrepreneurialize the crap out of this
Yeah.
weird
Smudge
idea.
yes, Smudge
Smudge
like
ever
literally like
uploading on his.
yeah.
What are you saying?
He's on an Ontario beach with his tent business.
That's what's
So,
gonna happen when he
Smudge
retires
Boy
from YouTube. He's just-
But is Smud Boy the Apostle Paul back from the dead or something?
What?
Yeah. What? Yeah. Giving all
Was
tents
a
away.
tent maker? Was a tent
Was he?
maker? Yeah,
Oh.
that was his
Oh, I
profession.
never knew that. Oh.
Oh, neat.
Good for him. I wasn't making any religious joke. I was just,
Don't
Yeah,
worry, you
your
have me
history-
to make those.
Your history is not Mesopotamian. It's kind of...
yeah, I just I don't really care what all those sandal wearing hippies are doing.
They were getting a lot. They were probably getting laid in between preaching, so that's fine.
No, they
Oh,
weren't. No, they
right.
weren't. No, they weren't. No,
They
they
were
weren't.
married.
Don't lie. No, they weren't.
Peter for sure was married.
No, they weren't. Stop lying to yourself. Everyone knows religious guys don't get laid.
But you haven't met many Mormons. Then it's a requirement that bishops are married.
Doesn't mean having sex. I know a lot of married people who aren't having sex.
Well, my bishop
what-
growing up had
that's
7 kids, so
But Dunn, that's what motels are for.
that's for clandestine hooker meetups.
Anyway.
Anyway, she's totally not jealous of taking pictures of a house or several buildings they redesigned.
I often think of motels as these gross, poor people hotels. But with some ingenious design and smart financial know-how, they were able to turn it into something where you'd be happy to spend $25 for a lobster roll.
Yeah.
That's Canadian dollars, Maggie.
Okay.
25 Canadian dollars, so about £6.30 in British money. Not bad.
It's okay. It's not great. Not bad.
Not great. Mm-hmm.
So it's like $19 in the US.
Yeah.
Yeah, around there.
Uh-huh.
Or it's worth nowadays.
19 and a half. I just made the
But
calculation.
hold on. But it's lobster, right? It's not like frozen food, right?
Well, there's no lobster as far as I know in the Great Lakes, so yeah, I don't have to
Yeah,
ship
I
them
mean, but did they ship them in?
in. Yeah,
or,
for sure.
You know, where are they getting their lobster? That's not what I mean.
Also, why do you keep calling them Canadian dollars, Smudge? Shouldn't they be true dollars?
I don't know if I can say that
Do
legally.
you want to get the stream taken down?
I might have my assets frozen if I don't.
Yeah.
Your YouTube assets frozen.
Yeah.
If I do too much and Smudge does get his assets frozen, I'm gonna get like an email saying, "Can you please homeless Canadian send
Alright.
donations
You
across?"
can live in the beach. That's
Yeah, the beach. In winter. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, spend 500 true dollars on a Motel.
Yeah, there was a joke about Trudeau's father called Trudeau Mania because he had the beautiful idea of investing now, spending money now, so that our grandchildren can pay for it later, which is, well, happening right now. So,
yeah. Remember that?
They made a board game, actually. It's kind of funny.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Anyway.
Point, I started to ask myself, who the hell is this show for? How many random Netflix viewers simultaneously have...
Isn't that people who want to get into the business? I don't know.
There's all kinds of people who love watching homes be renovated. And whether it's a home or a motel...
There's a whole channel dedicated to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, can I just point something out? Netflix has got all these weird shows. Yeah, I know. Have you had a look through what Netflix has got? 99% of the stuff is not watched on Netflix.
Yeah, they throw money at everything.
Yeah.
Just look at your channel, Maggie. Like, what the hell would watch the crap?
So anyone into interior design, anyone who's owning a home, anyone who likes listening to entrepreneurs and their stories, young people wondering what to do with their life, there's nothing wrong with getting into interior design. So I don't see I don't know if you guys have ever gone downtown to any of your cities, but every other block there is a furniture store, an interior design store.
Yes.
And they're constantly like showing off their wares. Like, here's a carpet, here's a couch we made, here's a motorcycle that would fit in with your cool chic 2-story whatever. You know, they're always selling stuff. So this is a big, huge business. Everyone has to go through this, whether you buy a house or rent or whatever.
Yeah.
So lots of people.
It's like it's almost like it's a culture, right?
Yeah, but it's like now that my girlfriend moved in, we're looking at stuff to redecorate. It's like, oh, okay.
Oh, that's so cute.
Okay, done.
Wait, you have a girlfriend?
Oh,
yeah. I just mention that frequently of how, like, she's asked, "Why are you watching Maggie when we could be having sex?"
Oh,
that is actually a thing she has said to me. Also, she's the same.
She better not say that for Red Dead.
She does actually. No. She's also the one who I showed that the makeup video to, and she was like, "Oh my god, this is terrible. Why is that guy doing makeup like a woman?" I went, "That's not a guy, that's a woman." She was like, "But Maggie's got an Adam's apple."
That's amazing. I love it.
You know, like way like a year ago, I had the assumption that like it's probably a transsexual person.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think my girlfriend had the exact same thought until I went, no, she's female.
Because like some of her makeup makes her look like that, but whatever.
Yeah.
She is a demon. That's for sure.
But yeah, to get back to
she was a robot or an alien. I mean,
dun, 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 dun.
She may or may not take the faces of her victims until
they're black.
Yeah.
How many faces did we make up for Maggie?
I don't know.
Like, it's gotta be a bunch of
evil.
But anyway, to get back onto track of the video. What was she talking about?
Who's this for?
Who would watch this show?
Well, who would watch it? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Netflix does make a lot of crap.
People watch Too Hot to Handle, Love is Blind, and a bunch of other weird shows on Netflix.
There's a show in the UK called X on the Beach. And it's literally people go to a resort and their ex gets like dropped onto a beach and causes trouble.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Gordon Ramsay also had a show where he was fixing up hotels.
Yeah, Hotel Hell.
Is good.
Yeah. Oh, Hotel Hell.
Gordon Ramsay just kind of does everything.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is there's loads of crap. I mean, for God's sake, it's the Hallmark channel.
Yeah, but
does everyone forget about that?
It's always existed for years, you know.
Yeah, there's always been crap.
But I'm just saying for like interior design, it's always existed. People love that shit.
Yeah. I'm agreeing. It's just
okay.
But people watch crap. It's fine.
Simultaneously have enough money and desire to buy and remodel entire motels. And if it's trying to get us to come all the way to Sable Beach to stay at the June Motel, why are you telling us how little you paid for the room tchotchkes? We have that IKEA table! Just when things are kicked into high gear,
you can't have it on the go, you
translucent film, assembled all the mound dressers, and sold the beautiful hardwood walls for 30 pieces of silver. COVID hits.
COVID-19 can be characterized as a pandemic.
COVID-19 is a real thing.
It certainly is, ladies, as it was for anyone who watched the show on Netflix. I'm sure they too were dealing with isolation, lost wages, inadequate government response, especially in small communities.
Let me just rewind that.
Was for anyone who watched the show on Netflix.
That poor, right?
I'm sure they too
that was beautiful.
were dealing with isolation.
Yeah, I agree.
From Canada?
Wow. $500 too.
Yeah, that's a really good redesign. If they changed that hole in the ground that was concrete into that, that's pretty cool.
But smart, it has cheap furniture.
Oh no!
The water is cheap.
It has chlorine. But it's cheap and it's from IKEA. Jesus Christ!
Nice place.
Look at the picture tables.
That is really nice. Because that does not look like a motel. That looks like a hotel.
Yeah,
and that's for $100.
Very high class hotel.
Yeah,
very very high class hotel.
Look at the sun. It's fake. She didn't get a real sun.
Yeah, we don't have a real sun in Canada. We just have a very large light bulb.
We have a simulacrum of a sun.
The Tudeo monitors, right?
Yeah, we hang it for the same tower and just launch it in the sky.
Yeah,
because the real sun was blocked by volcanoes.
Yeah, it's just a very tall ladder, and Trudeau stands on top of it, waving a light bulb, going, "You have light because I say so."
Okay, who's not aligned with my?
Who doesn't align with my politics? You'll have an endless night.
Darkness surrounds you.
Darkness, no parents.
Anyway.
Oh, Spud, just lighten up. Just because your leader's a fascistic dickhead doesn't mean that we can't all laugh at him.
You know, it's really hard to convince the liberals that, you know what, the world is laughing at Trudeau, and you're all like, oh my god, he's so smart and suave, and he knew exactly what. It's like, I can't.
The guy can't even brush his own fucking hair. Let's put it this way. And that's coming from a guy whose leader can't brush his own hair. No offense, but Trudeau makes Boris Johnson seem like a world-class politician.
Well, considering Boris Johnson,
the man who didn't know whether he was or was not at a party in his own back garden.
They did drop restrictions in Great Britain, so that's pretty impressive.
Oh yeah, well no, they hadn't dropped restrictions in Great Britain because they had a bunch of parties and got caught out. And his response was, "I don't know whether I was there." It's like, it's your back garden. He's like, "Oh, I may or may not have been there." It's like everyone went, "Oh yeah, we all forget when we're at parties in our own house."
I can neither confirm nor deny that I was indeed screwing that 12-year-old over there.
Yeah, exactly. It's just, it's just. But Trudeau is
back to Maggie.
Trudeau is one of those leaders where it's a bit like he ticks all the boxes for being a fascist dictator, and he's like, it's so embarrassing. Everyone's laughing at him. And it's like,
and he's like, "Oh, look at this fascist dictator over in Ukraine, Russia."
Yeah. He's doing what I want to do. That's not fair. How dare he take away people's rights? That's my job. Oh my god, when Chairman Mao seems like the fucking, lesser of two evils.
Alrighty. Anyway.
lost wages, inadequate government response, especially in small communities like Sable Beach. But you wouldn't know it from watching these two.
Even with COVID, I feel like we've managed to pull off like a really amazing moment.
It's pretty wild to be a member of the real world and see April and Sarah struggle with the problems that...
Maggie, you have never been a member of the real world. The real world, no. You did not get tickets to that show.
No, you didn't.
I can't believe she's trying to put these two down. Like, they managed to make their business a success, even after the COVID pandemic.
Yeah, that is very impressive because
bear in mind, Maggie's one of these people who wanted, who literally said, anything bad that happens due to COVID is worth it because at least no one's dying of COVID. It's like Maggie's the sort of Maggie's the person who literally said business going under, people committing suicide is all worth it because it's stopping COVID.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's also kind of the thing of like Maggie is probably just the stereotypical jealous bitch trying to get at her knife in because she is extremely jealous of other women getting actual success when nobody really likes her besides a bunch of stupid.
Oh yeah, it's like
she didn't have to suck off any dicks for them.
Yeah. I mean, who was it last time we were watching her when she was like so vicious and like poisonous, and it was like, we get it, you're jealous that this person made money.
Is a makeup lady? I think.
Yeah, it's that makeup lady. Yeah. She was like so vicious towards that lady. I'm like, Jesus Christ, calm down, love. It's just
Doesn't she believe in feminism though? I mean, god damn.
She's a massive hypocrite. This is why I
understand women and they all hate each other. This is becoming more of a fact.
But Maggie, the thing is, Maggie hates everyone who makes more money than she does, and it's so obvious. Her literal hatred of stuff comes down to who makes more money than me.
Who's prettier than me? Who's more
It's not who's pretty because then it's everybody in the whole fucking world.
Yeah, like Ben Barnes is prettier than frickin' Maggie May Fish.
Fucking.
I should be. Chris Farley is more attractive than Maggie May Fish. At least Chris Farley's funny.
Before or after the drug addiction?
Before or after the funeral?
Either. Doesn't matter.
A monkey.
Princess Diana after the car crash is probably better looking than Maggie May Fish.
All right, let's keep going.
The passengers in 9/11 are probably better looking than Maggie May Fish. What? Well, that's actually going a bit too far. I feel bad now.
Even though they're dead.
Anyway,
that rich entrepreneurs face during the height of the... Okay, wait, YouTube can be weird if you say certain words too many times, so instead of saying COVID, I'm going to use some hip marketing know-how and call it the lobster roll. For example, there's a white fence surrounding the pool. White!
Right. I know she's going to start mentioning white stuff, but you can't just call it the lobster roll, because that is single-handedly a really fucking stupid name to call COVID-19. Jesus Christ.
So I think this is beyond the $100,000 they invested, because that's a lot of cash just for a pool redesign.
Yeah. But also, as well, she's going to bring up, like...
That pool looks singularly disgusting.
Also, she's going to mention, like, it's been surrounded by a white fence.
You want to jump into it?
Well, I don't swim, period. But maybe.
Wait, you don't know how to swim?
One of the ladies looks like she was mixed.
I just hate swimming.
Are you like John Marston? You just touch water and die?
No, I've been swimming multiple times and I am very versed with how to do it. I just hate the activity because I hate being cold and damp no matter how hot it is.
Fair. All right.
Oh.
Okay.
But Hawk, can you swim?
Can I swim? Of course I can swim. I'm on an island, so I have to swim.
Okay.
How do you think I get off the island?
All right.
Wait, you're planning to leave?
No, you walk on the water.
Oh yeah.
Because, well, no, it's Hawk uses his large
Penis.
manhood as a.
What the hell are we talking about?
Yeah, he
Smud, don't stop him. He's saying I've got a large penis. Continue, Dunn.
How do you know it's large?
I just imagine he is because his girlfriend wants to have sex with him.
Well, you know.
I mean,
Anyway, back to pool renovations.
Can I just point out that I did not actually spring that conversation to where it went to? I'm innocent in this.
Yeah, but you started it.
Well, how did I start it? Well, for starters, you have the big penis. Thank you, Eric. Anyway, moving on.
That's not my fault. I'm just pointing out.
Anyway.
Guys, pool renovations. Surrounded by
Either
white
very
fence.
big or very good with it.
Oh my god. Can we stop talking about my manhood on a Maggie Fish video?
Yeah, let's talk about Maggie's manhood.
Okay.
Smud's there. I'm drawing the line here.
Let's continue.
Because obviously it should be ripped up and replaced with one of the easiest materials to clean, glass. The plan seems all fine and dandy until they learn about the lumber and labor shortages.
Everywhere there is a shortage of pressure-treated lumber, and it's a result of mills having been shut down.
Rick does not have any more lumber to do any more than what I see right now.
No.
They also want to build a wood structure to eat under.
Our first priority.
Okay, so there was a lumber shortage even last year, and doesn't mean there's no lumber. It's double the price. So it's difficult for mills and transporters to get there and deliver it to wherever they have to go. The same with stone. It was like pretty much any building materials, because all of the materials were being bought up in Toronto and all the bigger cities because of the explosion of condos and various other places to larger demographics of people that wanted to move to those bigger cities. So this is in part with the housing bubble that's been happening in Toronto and Vancouver. So it's kind of like, oh yeah, we got to slow things down and eventually get more lumber mills pumping out the wood. So.
Oh my god, Dunn, just say what you want to say. I can hear you giggling in the background.
Pumping? Oh no, I can't imagine any innuendos coming off of that. For shame, Mr. Hawk.
Yeah, okay, I'll say it. You know where there isn't a wood shortage? My place. Anyway, moving on.
Technically there is a shortage because your lady is getting all of it.
Oh, true. But yeah, no, but like...
Wait, did she get a splinter?
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm trying to think... Right. Yes, anyway, moving on. No, but like, yeah, there's loads of shortages in the UK with basic materials. I mean... Like even recently, with like gas, there was a huge gas shortage in the UK that lasted for ages and ages. So
it's also Hawk's fault.
Yeah,
it's also Hawk's fault. He farts all over the bed.
Loads into his girl.
Jesus.
Okay, that's
What is this conversation? Have you not been bored this week? Everyone's getting jealous because I've now got a girlfriend. I'm spending more time with Dunn's like, he's not even here that often. Well, you're all like at home after the podcast finishes with your pictures of me going, oh, Hawk, you'll come back to us one day.
It's funny because I just remember the last Smudcast where we were talking about Sigmund Dunn's finance. Like, he works at Walmart, he plays stock, and he makes billions of dollars apparently.
Yeah, he makes half $500 million on Norwegian cruise lines.
that's it. The Norwegian cruise rights. Okay.
Not quite.
While he works 2 hours a week at Walmart.
Not really. I just save my money because I only spend like $25 a month on myself.
$25 a month. How do you spend $25? Anyway, it doesn't matter. What about? Oh my god, this isn't.
I'm sorry, this video is just.
Let's continue.
Yeah.
Women is jealous of other women. Okay.
Yeah. This video is really boring. This video is really, really boring. I will admit this. I honestly.
Okay.
I feel like slitting my wrists might make it more enjoyable evening.
Just to wake up a little bit.
Yeah.
Already is getting some sort of shade structure built.
Pergola. The name you're looking for is pergola. You uncultured.
Pergola?
I have never heard that word before.
What's a pergola?
She was screaming a lot. I don't know what she...
Pergola. Oh, pergola.
Like the Perba dagger from Uncharted?
No. It's basically a wooden structure that you have in the summertime that you have like vines can grow up. They intertwine with the wooden parts that are. It's not a solid wooden ceiling. It's just a mesh of wood that people interlock vines or whatever. They can hang stuff from it.
But they have established that these two are inexperienced in all way.
Yeah.
About how these. That's why they have professionals in front of them to discuss this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Maggie.
Professional, Mark.
Also, I have no fucking faith that like she knew this from the get-go.
Yeah, I know.
She probably just like tries to like give this image off that like, oh, I knew this. These dumb bitches are so much smart. And then like someone's gonna point out that like, hey, like isn't like one of the women like mixed race? I always like these people.
They're part white. It's fine to make fun of them.
Yeah, when you guys own a backyard or you want to redo it and it's a patio area and you want to make it look nice or comfortable, you're going to go through all this. You're going to talk to landscapers and they're going to tell you what these things are. You don't need to know the names of all these terms. It's kind of silly. Why would you? And even the people that I know in home improvement, they're specialized in certain areas. They don't know all these fancy words either. So I don't know why she's getting freak pissed off about words. It's weird.
When she can't even use them herself.
Yeah, it's a with a G.
Yeah.
Pergola. I heard parabola. She was saying like, what the? Anyway.
Line and run into issues securing plexiglass, another material on hold because of the chaos caused by the once-in-a-century global disaster.
It's going to be tricky to get it on time. There's a shortage, but that's kind of on me to find it.
You can see the contractor is getting frustrated at April and Sarah's complete lack of understanding of why there might be severe delays. Then they stumble upon...
Which is not their fault. We've just established there's a shortage. Everyone knows that. What's the problem?
She doesn't understand shortage because she never has to deal with that kind of...
Yeah, it's like, imagine you bought or bought a car and they don't have the paint that you wanted, so they have to go back to the plant and spray paint a car for you because no one thought you'd buy like ultramarine violet or whatever. Like, okay. Like, oh, we have a shortage. Like, okay, well, that's what I want. Well, you said it'd be ordered by tomorrow, but that's what I'm expecting. So, that's your job.
Yeah. They don't even seem that frustrated. They're like, oh, okay, that's just the situation that we're dealing with. They're more frustrated about their own
they got
company.
They got dozens of problems, whether they're going to be late on the wood for building the structure is like, okay, yeah, we can deal with that.
Mm-hmm.
It's called being a businessman or a businesswoman.
Yeah.
Dealing with problems.
Yeah, we have a problem. We try to figure out a solution.
Yeah.
And try to get to it ASAP.
Yeah. It's like anything else you need. It's like, oh, we don't have any in stock. No one else does. Okay. Nothing we can do about it.
Oh, we can see if we can do this then.
Yeah, I know. This is like, okay, Maggie, what are you bitching about now?
Black mold, and for some reason never checked to see if the pool pump actually worked. So, right before opening, they tack on an entire list of things that other workers will have to come in and risk their lives to do. But these are the sacrifices that the June Motel demands. Don't worry, by the end of the series, they painted everything white, or clitoral puce, and have it all for a motel packed with guests during the lockdown.
Wait, hold on. What
Literal
word did you use?
pews.
Clitoral. Clitoral.
That's a word. Okay, that's one word to describe the color I'm seeing.
Why is she describing things?
You think
the vagina?
Now, if Whisp was here, they should go on a rant for about 5 minutes talking about how socialists see everything as sexual and oriented and domineering, and it's always part of the patriarchy, blah, blah, blah. So,
I'd better understand her thought process for why she's going to that place, but okay.
They're called small mercies, Spud.
Yeah.
You know, she's a gay rights person, right? I mean, it looks like a lovely gay couple going on a motel that they just made. You think she'd support that? I don't know.
But why is she saying, like, I've never said, ooh, that colour reminds you of the clitoris. I've never...
Because she eats pussy every day? I don't know.
Why is she so obsessed with cervical pink and clitoris orange?
She doesn't get any, or she gets too much of it. I'm talking about her cat, obviously.
Because she's bi and likes women. Apparently, Liv Tyler was part of her sexual awakening when she watched Lord of the Rings.
Don't you mean Orlando Bloom?
Yeah, how old was she, by the way? How old was she? She's my age. She's 28, isn't she? That's how old she is.
So, she's only 2 years older than me, and I was 5.
Yes, 7. Yeah, 7, because she's the same age as me.
Anyway.
So the video was cutting out for me, but what was she saying about these people are risking their lives because of the black mold or something?
Apparently there's mold and they had to fix the pump, and that apparently that could have risked their lives. I don't understand how, but
yeah, like
that's just home improvement period with bad homes.
Right, especially if there's not taken care of. There's going to be mold anywhere.
Well, yeah, mold.
Especially with wood.
The argument was asbestos, but that was like gotten rid of back in the 60s and 70s. So I don't know about motels, but there would be an age on when these were built and the insulation that was used. So mold is really not that big a deal. Remove it.
I mean, by her definition, I'm risking my life just moving the wood that I have.
Well, dust itself could be pretty dangerous. Yeah, so there's all kinds of things. That's why you have to paint everything. That's why you have to redo everything. You can't just leave it as is.
Yeah, do you want the customers that come in, stay at your motel, to breathe in the mold? Like, yeah. I don't know why she's complaining.
There are old places that are stuffy, and it's because they're old, not because the insulation is so thick. And you have to know why is it so stuffy? Because it's been oxidizing for the past 50 years, and no one's fixed the place up since then. There's bad ventilation. They haven't cleaned the ducts. They haven't repainted the walls. They haven't done the ceilings. They haven't done the carpets. They haven't cleaned. Like, there's all kinds of reasons why a place would be heavy and stuffy. And you have to clean the place. You have to. That's why everyone cleans their place every week. They vacuum or get a Swiffer or whatever.
I guess Maggie never has to worry about it because she hires help too.
I would imagine.
I don't know her.
Something like that.
She hires probably some Hispanic person.
Yeah.
She's got to get that.
Oh shit! I'm actually late to my. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
You got to get that diversity quota. Come on.
Yeah.
All right. We're halfway done, amazingly.
Lobster roll. Because nothing can stop the flow of rosé. The writers of the HBO show Succession said that they didn't need to rewrite any of the new seasons to incorporate the lobster roll, Because wealthy people weren't affected by it.
What?
At least not in the way that you or I or the locals were affected by the tainted lobster roll. What a brilliant insight. Also illustrated by Sarah and April's talks about their financial situation.
The Dune in Sauble Beach was supposed to be open by now, and our original motel has also been closed, so we've had no income at all. We don't know when money is going to start coming in, and we have such huge bills to pay.
When they say that they are losing money, they're not losing money in the way that you or I think of losing money. Like being denied unemployment as you watch your savings shrink every time you buy ramen at the grocery store. They mean it as in a loss of future profits. They had one...
No, dear. It's not open. They're not taking in clients. They're currently not making money. Not future profits. Right now, business is closed.
Yeah.
Does she understand
what is she
this?
talking about?
If a store is closed, they're not making money right now. They're losing money right now. If I have a problem with a website, like the ads aren't working, and it's a popular website, they're losing money in real time. This is not hard to grasp, whether it's a digital business or whatever.
Yeah, but I don't understand what her problem is with that. You know, yeah, they're not making money. That's not good.
Because
so
capitalism is
problem?
bad, and these entrepreneurs are bad because they.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Come on, Maggie.
Yeah,
come on.
We're not all YouTubers who could make money during a global pandemic.
Or writers who just make passive income, like more.
Yeah.
This is really, really like sad for her to be bitching about a bunch of people who weren't expecting a global pandemic to hit when they had these dreams of being a motel franchise.
Yeah, it really, 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 really is just Maggie being a bitch.
And using that bizarre philosophy that capitalism is bad because they're not making future... no, they're not making money right now. It's a business, you twat. What do you think is going on?
And because they paid people to do a job and they risked their lives and blah.
They have bills to pay right now. They're in debt right now.
The thing is, and I'm going to say this right now, Maggie's whole shtick with the fucking COVID pandemic has always been the it doesn't matter. Everyone's sacrificing. I don't care if you're all like losing things. It's virtuous to want more restrictions, more stuff.
Even though the restrictions have ended up in being a massive scholastic disaster for most people.
Yeah, but Maggie's one of these people who was sat there virtue signaling online, or people's businesses crumbled. And now she's like going, oh, well, like you and I. It's like, Maggie, you are not one of the people. Maggie is not one of the people. She's a rich Californian kid.
She makes a lot of passive income from her Patreon, kind of like Lindsay Ellis, even though Lindsay Ellis has skin about as thick as tissue paper.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's like... Maggie Mayfish is like one of the... For such a bad actress, you know what I mean? She's made a lot of money. And it's like,
How do you explain Adam Sandler or Seth Rogen?
They made one good movie at some point. They made a movie at some point.
Then they make a movie and they use it for...
Or they make...
Jack and Jill.
They have a...
it was money. It was laundering money, right?
Yeah,
I firmly believe that most of Adam Sandler's movies, like That's My Boy, the one where he went to Africa or the one where he went to Hawaii, that's just money laundering, and that was just his vacation.
Just do it. Just do it.
I think like Maggie's video has an even more cringe, like change.org link, which is about revitalize our school sites with Black Wall Street zones.
Wait, what?
Organizers
Black?
are uniting in strength and solidarity to demand clear racial equity zoning protections for the advancement of Benton Harbor children and families. Zones are used to decide which activities can happen within the city spaces. She's showing like something that segregates people.
Ah, yes.
Like the declaring Black
Of course
Wall
she wants
Street
that.
zoning presents a clear message from the city planners to the world that our schools and residents are top priority to their master plan.
Oh my god, she's such a racist. She's such a horrible, horrible person. Like,
They have to
seriously.
do a lot of construction. What if there's mold in it? Wouldn't they be putting their lives at risk?
I guess they want to live with that mold.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's black.
Black mold.
Anyway, let's
Let's
keep going.
Wanted to open the motel on schedule, so the money they claim they lost is really just money they'll have to wait slightly longer for. Rich people count money that they haven't made yet, but
Oh my god, you think they're rich?
Yep. There she goes.
They can't pay their bills, Maggie. What do you think that means? They do or do not have a lot of money.
Rich people only count money they don't have. That's not what rich people do. That's what people who don't know how to be rich do.
Okay, people who have a mortgage, they want to pay that off as soon as possible. If they don't have money to pay off their monthly bills or whatever it is, do you think they have money or not? Which one?
Well, I imagine they're not the only people working there. They have.
It's Schrodinger's capitalist, isn't it? They're both rich and not rich at the exact same time.
I mean, this is not hard stuff. If you own real estate, either you've paid off your mortgage and you're just recouping all the rental fees or whatever you're using your real estate for, or you're paying off the loan to buy the darn thing, like a house or a rental property, whatever you bought, through the income you're getting from renting or your actual job.
Yeah.
But also, Smud, don't they also have to pay their employees?
It's everything. It's all the fees. It's
Yeah.
not just real estate. It's everything per month, electricity, water, you name it. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
This is a bad thing. Everyone has been hurt by this. Every business, every piece of tourism, every service industry, everything.
And
she's
now the market's flooded by by a bunch of books. So now a lot of self-published authors are now slightly lost in the shuffle just by virtue of the fact that the supply is now overreached because their mom was writing the book that they've never had time to write before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Maggie has no remorse for this bullshit.
This is
No,
like
because Maggie's got no soul.
this is bizarre. Like, entrepreneurs are bad. No, they're not. These two girls, they may be a bit ditzy and naive, but they're entrepreneurs. They got a business go. They have two actually. They had the original motel. Now they have this new one.
Yeah.
So good
I mean,
for them.
the most evil thing they've done is use check notes clitoris green or whatever. I mean,
White paint
Clitoris
and pink paint. Yeah, it's oh my god.
yeah.
I don't know,
The
just so much
clitoris
for
is
the
green. That
sisterhood.
needs to be checked out real quick because clearly there's something wrong with it.
Like,
Yeah,
okay,
but-
usually when we talk about Maggie, she has ridiculous takes on movies and media, and it's like, okay, this is kind of stupid, but she's retarded. That's fine. She's attacking real people, being business owners.
Well, and they're women. I don't understand. Like this, it would make more sense if it was men. It's like, okay, Maggie just hates
but the
guys,
thing
whatever.
is, but the thing is, Eric, it's like this is not the first like women who have made the business that she's attacked. She literally attacks them because they're making money they're making more money than she is, and that's literally her anger. Her anger.
Yeah, and it confuses me because I thought she's all about the sisterhood or whatnot. You know, we're all supposed to come together and look at this female empowerment. You know, don't you want more of that in your movies and whatnot? But no,
No, the thing is, I'll be honest with you. Women will backstab the crap out of other women.
Oh yes.
It's why men have bros before hoes and women just have b-hoes.
B-hoes, yeah, that's cool.
Because women don't have bros. Women are just creatures of the night. Anyway.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Wanted to make as money they have lost. Take a deep gulp of rosé and let that sink in. If you already have tons of money, this lobster roll was a breeze. More than that, in fact, the richest of the rich made bank during the pandemic, while working class families.
Oh my God! That's literally because the politicians who you supported, Maggie, were giving all these businessmen tons and tons and tons of money because they were literally making money while you stupidly followed the fucking restrictions, and they were laughing at you. Because you went, I'm going to stay at home, I'm going to destroy small businesses, but I'm going to order my shit on Amazon, or I'm going to order my shit online for this big, massive company. You thick fucking cunt. Oh, it is literally she's going, yeah, I gave my money to these big billionaires, and I destroyed little businesses. Bear in mind, the thing that you supported, BLM, were destroying small businesses left, right, and fucking centre as well during this pandemic.
And have contributed to a 90% crime increase across the U.S., specifically in black sectors of the country.
Yeah, this is literally like everything that has gone wrong in the last 2 years can be linked back to people who Maggie supports and Maggie thinks is great. Every single person on Maggie's side and who she likes has caused all this shit.
That is just beautifully said, Hawk. Thank you. But yeah, fuck. Like all these governments are pushing for electric vehicles. I wonder like which company is going to like make the best out of this.
Yeah, Elon Musk.
Yeah, who has the slaves?
Yeah, no, but it's also like everyone wants to shop online. Who's going to make the most out of it? Amazon. Duh. It's like.
I can't believe that they are making so much money.
How did
demand, baby.
How did we compare a business that runs off tourism, which is heavily impacted by a pandemic, to a billionaire? Like, I just don't. Like, how do you make that jump?
It's not even remote.
Because all rich entrepreneurs are the same, right?
I've worked at like the government that did like the tourism part, and like our company was like not failing thanks to the fact that like we were doing something else as well. Like we were branching out, thankfully, like 2 years before that. But if we didn't, then like all that 80% drop in profit would have affected us.
Yeah,
that's how bad it was. Nobody allowed us to even like travel or do any of that. 2 or 3 months without any kind of travel to the locations themselves.
The thing is, what I've noticed as well with Maggie is ever since Bernie Sanders turned into a millionaire, she's got a great fucking boner for billionaires.
Yeah.
Like,
also Trump's rich, so she hates that.
Yeah.
Too, since everybody...
No, but the thing is, it's like she always mentioned billionaires. She doesn't mention millionaires because that would mean that her savior Bernie would be involved in her rants as well. And it's just the same. She puts like people who make a little bit more money than her and billionaires in the same spot because she hates both of them. She hates
that people are getting rich and not her. That's what she hates.
Yeah. That's literally it.
All right. Anyway, let's go.
Class families dealt with unsafe work environments and job loss. The rich live in a different reality. It's really hard to understand what it means we're supposed to
different reality where they have to work. Yes.
You know who I feel bad for? I feel bad for the locals. In June of 2020, a few months before this episode was shot, the city council closed Sable Beach because of tourists, after people witnessed the recklessness of beachgoers over the last 2 weekends. I feel bad for the contractors and the people who might be infected by the soon-to-come swaths of out-of-towners, demanding lattes at every store that...
Oh my God, give them business and give them jobs and give them money. Those horrible, horrible people. Yes, the poor people have to just survive on scraps given to them. What the fuck, Maggie?
Honestly, COVID, like, the people who are going to die of COVID were going to die anyway.
Yeah,
exactly. We are literally watching a woman we're literally getting to a point where she's like, oh, they're taking money away from the people. And then she's complaining that tourists came and gave money to the locals.
I'm so glad there was a hotel to constitute these tourists so they could have jobs for the local people.
So reckless, yet like a few months ago, the Johns Hopkins Hospital, which has been supporting so many countries worldwide about COVID and such news, have confirmed that the lockdowns and all these measures were useless. The people, just like Dunn said, would have died anyway.
Yeah.
Regardless of what kind of measures we have used. And Maggie just released this video a month ago. Like, what kind of research does she need? Like, is like H Bomber Guy the only person?
You think she does research?
She must. Supposedly, like someone else is editing this video as well, and it's a minority.
Yeah, but
I don't care. But thank you for telling me that's a minority.
No. Like, I mentioned it before that like she probably uses a minority as a joke, but like, oh god, like she actually does.
Okay.
She can't put the effort to put together a 22-minute video, but all she does is talk and like show her ugly ass face.
Yeah, and all this is just like a 16-year-old making a TikTok about bitching about other girls. That's a
great deal of credit to 16-year-olds. I was thinking a 12-year-old.
I like feminism and it's good, but when they start making a lot more money than me, then it's bad.
The successful women, they're making like these houses of motels. Like,
it's like I'm
look how they get these diverse people to work under the boot. Oh my god, it's like wrong.
This is the shit that she has been crying about for like some videos now. They're like, oh well, like the patriarchy is like taking everything from us, and now we see like two successful women, Canadian at that, making a business out of refurnishing motels to look like 21st century ones instead of those outdated 50-year-old ones.
That's such a good point. Yeah, it's like she bitches about the patriarchy, and look at these women succeeding.
Yeah, they're enjoying themselves. They have a successful
they're women
life.
Traders. They might as well be men. They might as well transgender into a man.
Listen, women aren't allowed to make money. That's what Maggie's saying.
Oh, okay.
The 19th Amendment was a mistake, yes.
Yeah. So was the 13th.
Anyway, let's...
But, listen...
They should be, like, sucking cock.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're gonna keep going.
Yeah. Dare to brew a cup of joe. This is where the show is really boiled down to its essence. 6 episodes of 2 rich people only mildly inconvenienced by a raging pandemic, narrating other people's
mildly?
Pandemic wasn't that bad.
Mildly? In Ontario? Are you kidding me? We couldn't go anywhere. We couldn't leave our homes. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing.
Maggie.
Here's the thing. I'm so sorry that these 2 women weren't like miserable their entire every single day during lockdown. This is like Maggie's like during lockdown everyone should have been miserable. I'm like, yeah, and you wanted it to continue. You enjoyed the fact that you enjoyed thinking that everyone was miserable during lockdown. The fact that people weren't miserable means a lot.
Yeah, anyone who came into the country, let alone the province, had to have a government-appointed stay at a hotel within, I don't know, a minute or 5 minutes from the airport. So everyone was locked in for 2 weeks at a hotel to make sure you weren't sick, and then you have to do another test, and you have to buy the test yourself. It was like this bizarre government subsidy.
To buy it? Wow.
It was, and then they ran out, and then you're like, okay, some people were stuck in a hotel for months. It was just this stupid policy. Just to get into the country, and then what? Then you can't go anywhere, and you're like, what's the like? It's just insane. Like this must have happened elsewhere aside from Ontario, but it's like the whole industry got hit.
It did not happen in Utah. We're not we didn't care that much. The worst that we got was just, hey, you have to wear a mask, but otherwise maybe like some creative business practices. Chicano's changed a few things about how they run their restaurant, but otherwise pretty much went back to normal within a year.
We still have a 50% capacity in any place, not a hotel, not a restaurant, any building that's public, like you can go into. So that's being lifted. Oh, well, I have no idea. I imagine not. ER room maybe, but everything was limited, and we're just getting that restriction lifted next month. Okay,
well,
after all this time.
Let's put this way over here. We've had all restrictions lifted, but that's literally because our government got caught out not giving a shit about their own restrictions. So they would have carried on with restrictions.
Yeah.
With everything. But there's nothing now. You don't have to wear a mask anywhere. Still, people are wearing masks, but it's like you can tell that they're only wearing it out of stubbornness to stand out. And that's it. No one really gives a shit.
Or because they're criminals, right?
Yeah, we still have people wear masks on the streets. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's...
All right. Well, Maggie must live in her own little bubble. I wasn't paying attention to the world the past 2 years, but okay.
Yeah, but my
compassion lack compassion.
Yeah, those who preach the most about morals lack all types of morals. And the thing is, it's like I say with this. She's unhappy about the fact that these women weren't miserable throughout the entire lockdown. So that's it. That's all she's bothered about.
Yeah, the rich are bad, making their jobs or whatever for the local community. It's like, okay, whatever, Maggie.
Yeah, they have each other, and I have no one. I have my cat, but that's not the same.
Because your cat is the only person who doesn't hate you.
No, the cat hates her.
But yeah, she feeds the cat. So I mean, what can the cat do?
Yeah.
All right.
Probably also pleasures the cat, so that probably helps.
Okay. Anyway, let's get on with it.
While twirling their mustaches about how they can lower the water pressure to save on their monthly bill. They will occasionally paint like one board or check to see how paint looks on a door.
I'm into it.
But then they'll just walk away and let someone else finish the job.
Yeah, that's called hiring people. Yeah, listen, not all of us can paint a wall orange really badly, Maggie. I mean, come on, you've got to hire somebody sometimes. For contractors, do you not know how these things work?
Yeah, that's where risk is. Like, you have to organize all these employees, but like contractors that they will make the job happen at a deadline.
Yeah,
that's the whole purpose of it. Because those contractors can just fuck off and not even do it, and they won't have any repercussions for it.
Yeah, they could walk away at any point. I know my uncle, he's in home improvement. He does contract work all the time, and he has to hire extra people for bigger jobs, and they are usually ahead of schedule because they're very well organized. So when you don't have the resources, when you're busy and you're by yourself because you want to make all the money, you say, I'm going to do it all, and it takes you 3 times as long because you think you're Superman and you're not. So you have to plan it out.
Well, especially since there's a pandemic, a mild pandemic, as she called it.
Well, yeah, a lot of the problems...
We're lacking supplies.
Yeah, well, supplies is one thing. A lot of the problems a lot of contractors have, and I talk to a lot because I do other things on the side, and was getting help. They could not find extra work in their areas, in their regions, even in the city. They could not find people to help them out with jobs because they have big jobs from the government or big jobs from other individuals who have bigger houses or whatever. They could not find people to help them do the tasks on time because no one wants to do it, or there's not enough skilled labor or whatever. So this is what happens. It's very common, even outside of a pandemic, really. It's just there's not enough people in a certain business. Right. Because once you know one guy who knows another guy in another business, they sort of compete because obviously they want to do well in their home improvement or drywalling or whatever their business is. And they're like, okay, well, I know this guy. He's my client. I'm going to give him to you because I can't do the job. And there's some give and take between the two. They might hire each other. They do what's the word, sub contracting. So it's my contract, but I'll subcontract out to you. You can do the job. I got to do other things. Like there's all kinds of wonderful interplay between the industry. And in this case, in the middle of nowhere, in the west end of Ontario, who the hell knows how to find skilled labor? So good luck if you could find anyone. So this guy's probably doing the lion's share of everything and painting. At least the girls can paint. But, chopping up wood and sawing it and sanding it down, and that's tough. That's a whole skill set. You have to know how to do that. And that's why you pay them. So, same with plumbing, same with electrical work, same with roofing. Everything is specialized. So, anyway.
No, but if you take your car to an auto body shop, you should do the maintenance yourself. Really, change your own oil.
Yeah,
I mean, come on. What a disrespectful pig you are.
Yeah. Well.
The stuff to do.
Okay, thanks, Rick.
You're welcome.
Really couldn't have gone out of here any faster, could you have?
What really made this show emotionally hit home for me is that description of Sauble Beach, a small rural town on the Great Lakes whose economy relies on summer tourism. That's the exact description of my hometown.
Whoa, what is she wearing right now?
I don't know.
But I think it's
so we know at least like which town to bomb next time.
I think it's you remember Michael Jackson and Captain EO? He wore that sort of rainbow white jacket.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is like the blue version of that. or the
she's got a purple shirt too as well. That's what's
the ocean.
Was it the city of Saint Joseph? A special place. Wow.
Did you notice how all the people just crossed the street with no regard for their own life just to stay away from her?
Yeah. Like, everyone is running away. Like, oh god, like Maggie is back. Run for your life.
Is that Maggie? Jesus, I don't care. Cross the road. Cross the road.
You killed my family. Wasn't that enough?
Pick up the baby and walk over to the other side of the street. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so this is a town by the lake. Great, good for you, Maggie. What's your point?
Yeah.
Technically, I'm from the
Away
village to the south
from the
of
baby,
St.
we do
Joseph
not want you to rape it.
Is a coastal beach town that swells with visitors.
Doesn't that like literally look like somewhere like where the fog would be set, or Amityville Horror?
Yeah. It's a horror story waiting to happen.
It's like there's like a family that's gonna be murdered in their sleep or something. Just
like Maggie is like the protagonist of her own slasher flick, except like she is the slasher.
But yeah, you know what I just noticed? Why is someone filming her? Why is she not doing her own filming? Like that's kind of disrespectful.
She had the gun towards that cameraman, so. But we can't see it from this perspective. That there was a pack of bombs attached to that person.
Suicide vest, yeah.
So,
oh my god.
Here's Great Scott. Thanks for the $2, in fact. This show is just like my hometown. I'm so special. Me jumping in lake. Me jumping in late. That's the same as almost every town in the country, lady. Yeah, there's a lot of towns near near water, so...
Yeah. Heck, my town's like in the middle of England. It's still near a body of water. It's like
I bet the Hawaiians are clapping their hands when they see that. What's the show called?
This tree is not a palm tree. It must not be Hawaii. Like, yes, thank you.
Yeah. My hometown's right next to some water. People are like the Maldives. Great, wonderful, well done for you. that one bloke lost in the Bahamas. Oh, okay. Just well done, Maggie. Why are we even talking about her hometown? Why has she brought this up? No one gives a shit.
Did she dox herself? Now we can go find her.
This is how the female brain works. They make connections as bleak and as impossible as they are, and they say, "Hey, that's a thing. Let me talk about that for you for another hour." And
the only time I'd ever want to hear about where Maggie lives is whether Putin has bombed it or not. That's about it. I don't care about it any other time. Is it in rubble and are there no survivors? That's all I care about.
But what about the children, Hawk?
It's a sacrifice, though. It's a sacrifice I'm willing to make to get rid of Maggie.
Okay.
We just perform. We just do what the Mad King did to Lady Lothston in A Song of Ice and Fire, where they ripped out her lady parts and then burned her.
Why? Why would you bring that up? We've already enough mentions of lady parts with clitoris green and chlamydia orange or something. I don't know.
STD blue. I don't know.
Yes.
Anyway, let's hear more about Maggie's incredibly boring and most likely incredibly racist town.
Every summer from Chicago, Illinois. Or, as locals lovingly call them, FIPS.
Growing up, I used to work at this very Jimmy John's.
And they're glad that you're gone. Now stop coming round. We don't want you anymore.
Is this for real? I used to work at this store. Is it that cute? No, Maggie, it's retarded. We don't give a shit.
No one cares. I worked with Jimmy John's. Jimmy John messages back, please never, ever, ever mention you ever worked for us ever again, or we will sue.
I love, because they're probably exiting the building right now just to take down we are hiring.
The owner is like getting out from the door and like screaming like, Maggie, get the fuck out!
Hey, we have a restraining order. You can't be allowed in 50 feet near the vicinity.
What is this nonsense?
He started to load his gun.
Yeah, I'm imagining just like the owner being this old Italian guy coming out with a broom going, hey, you, get out of the way. Get out of the way from the shop.
Get out of here.
I smacked my broom.
I'm trying to imagine what Maggie was like working at a Jimmy
music
John's.
starts playing.
She's like, okay, what kind of sandwich do you want? Do you want chlamydia lettuce on your sandwich?
Do you want clitoris green lettuce on your sandwich? No. Oh, so you're the civical pink sort of guy. Can I speak to your manager?
I'm gay, by the way, Maggie. No.
Anyway, let's learn about our history of working.
I only came in here because my partner's given birth in the parking lot. I need help.
I really want to go to this Jimmy John's and ask about what she was like. I'll just pretend like, hey, we're hiring this person, so can I get information on how?
I can imagine if they did like a documentary, they'd be like, like how German history books don't mention 39 to 45, it's all blank, and no one talks about it. It's like during those times they don't talk about when she used to work there. What do you mean the summer of 2007? No, I had no idea what you're talking about. That year didn't exist. Like calendars are missing.
Hey, we hire a lot of people. I don't know who you're talking about.
But there were a lot of people coming and going. I have no idea who you're on about. I don't know this Maggie the fish you're on about.
Maggie the fish?
Anyway,
There's some old guy in the corner smoking. I remember Maggie. It's a dark summer. Lightning's outside. Yeah,
and then he's like, "You need to leave, sir. Okay, I won't ask twice."
I remember the last people who asked about Maggie, and he was like, "Oh god, they were found sprung up 2 miles outside of town."
Okay.
Oh, this needs to be made into a movie now.
All right.
That's the.
You want to step outside and handle business?
Anyway, let's see where she goes with telling us her story of working at a Jimmy John's. Okay.
I hope this is quick and as painless as possible.
Jimmy John outside in the back.
Maybe she's going to attack the owners. I don't know. That's her theme of the video so far. So
Races.
Yeah. He could have
left.
made the sandwiches, but he made me do it. Like, what is it? Because I'm a woman or something?
I thought Eric was going to go, I was meant to do the sandwiches, but instead he just fucked me in the counter. Like, what?
Why would he fuck her?
I don't know, desperate. Listen, if you're working at Jimmy John's, you ain't getting much.
Dude, I'd kill myself before I'd,
Worked at Jimmy John's.
All right, let's see where she goes now.
Let's go. Yeah, let's go.
Every summer there'd be a line out the door of people from Chicago waiting to call me a if I didn't put enough mayo in their tuna sandwich.
But by summer, it's gone back to its bare bones, like a tide of rich Chicago.
Oh my god, she's so like xenophobic, isn't she? She's so xenophobic, just like out of towners. Ugh. It's like, okay. God, all these tourists. Okay.
Wow, all these diverse people that come through your building. Wow.
At least she did it for a joke. I mean, that's another theme in this video is self-deprecating humor, so I do appreciate it.
You think that's a joke? Maybe she is racist.
Well, we know that already, but I'm just saying that was a joke. So.
Maybe she's incredibly racist. Smud, yeah, we know. So, okay. Just...
All right, here's the Swedish chef. Thanks for the super chat. What sort of hell have I walked into? Essentially, Maggie is bashing two girls from Ontario who wanted to open a hotel chain, and they didn't know COVID was going to hit.
Because people from Chicago dared travel to her city.
Well, that and she thinks they're rich
made money
because they had $100,000 Canadian investment, which is not rich, guys. That's not.
They had $100,000 true dollars, and that's about it.
Yeah, if
they allowed them that money. Yeah.
If the pool was $50,000, I mean, holy shit! How expensive is this place?
How cheap were the fucking white paint? No, well, they had white paint.
Yeah, I'm impressed if they went over if they didn't go over budget, but
I'm impressed that they managed to paint all the rooms.
Yeah.
That's just.
All right, here is Great Scott. Great. She worked for a company that endorses hunting elephants. The irony is real here. Really? I had no idea.
Seriously?
Oh, Jimmy. Oh, yeah. I think the person who runs Jimmy John's has been done for like shooting animals.
Was that like some pictures on his social media or something?
Yeah.
Wait, they hunt elephants? Did they put that in the sandwich?
I don't know, maybe. I don't know.
You know what? I'd have to check one of my German restaurants lately, but they might actually have elephant on the menu. I don't know.
Oh!
What is
elephant's back on the menu. What's the elephant taste like? I don't know, chicken.
They got like kangaroo and elk and all kinds of animals I've never...
They got kangaroo?
Yeah.
What about penguins?
No.
Oh, no, they taste like ostrich.
Anyway.
Coming in and out and disrespecting our many local traditions, like cherry spitting and fudge gathering.
When you care about traditions, Maggie, you enjoy the fact that illegal immigrants cross over into America and destroy everything constantly. White people don't have traditions. What are you on about here?
They don't create culture, right?
Yeah, white people don't have a culture. What are you on about?
I know she's being tongue-in-cheek here, but it's just hard to like read between the lines of what she's trying to get at.
Are you sure, Smug? Because I don't know. This is...
It's tough, honestly. I don't know if she's being facetious. I don't know if she's being serious. She's trying to be funny. It's just like, Maggie, how can you be bashing entrepreneurs who are having it tough like every other entrepreneur in the world over the past 2 years? And now
why do you have to make it about yourself? I don't...
it's and then she has self-deprecating humor, and then she's talking about her growing up in this seaside town. You're like, oh, okay, is this serious? Are you trying to make a joke? Is it just all one big reason to make a video so people could watch it? Like, I don't know.
It's a mystery for sure.
Yeah, because her other videos about media, she's serious. She's actually talking about whatever bullshit theories and attacking Snyder or whomever, and you're just like, okay, fine, we understand you. Cool. That's stupid, but fine. This is like, is she being funny? Is she attacking herself? She's attacking them. It's a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're like 7 minutes left. I want to know where this goes. I don't know about you guys. I'm just curious.
Yeah, I'm more curious now.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I've been trying to feed my hamster for the last 10 minutes. I've not really paid much attention.
Yeah, we've come this far. Why give up now?
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Needless to say, our local economy is a feast and famine of fips, coming into town and peeing in Lake Michigan.
On October 27th of this year, the Michigan House of Representatives passed House Bill 4722.
Introduced by GOP Congress girl boss Sarah Lightner and backed by special interest groups, which would rip away the local government's power to limit the number of short-term rentals in their own districts. In other words, instead of local governments deciding what's best for local communities, rich out-of-town developers and politicians get to decide what's best.
So, like what the Democrats want to do. Big Daddy Government is deciding
Wait
what
a second.
happens. You like Big Daddy Government.
Wait a second. No. She's saying the local government's not going to do it anymore. She's letting the people do it. She's letting private businesses come in and do whatever they want, which is fine.
Yeah, but she's also mentioned the fact that the bigger governments told the local governments that they can't. That's what they're planning on doing. It's like, yeah, Big Daddy government's come along and made rules.
We give it all to you.
Yeah. So what she's saying is, she's saying like, so she's saying that the local governments was keeping it to the, keeping it reasonable, but then the bigger government took it out of the local government's hand, and so they can do like private owners can now choose. So I'm like, so you're complaining that Big Daddy government has like made rules, even though you've been a massive supporter of government overreach? This is what happens. Sucks, doesn't it? But they don't always agree with you.
And it was a woman who made the decision, didn't it?
Yeah, I know.
I'm honestly not seeing the issue here, but whatever. Fine.
No, I don't see the issue. It's perfectly fine. What I'm saying is Maggie's upset that the larger government has made a decision that bypasses the local government, that she doesn't agree with.
Well, it means that more business is going to come into this to the town. So, so like, all right, cool. What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
Who cares if it's
I guess we'll see.
Yeah, if it's local or state level, like who cares? It's more business comes in. Good for them.
Yeah.
You want to start a business here? Go for it. Who cares?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, she can't do that. How does she do that?
I wanted to reach out to Representative Sarah Lightner, but unfortunately it seems like she has already moved on to the noble effort of pretending the election was a fraud and trying to stop ghosts from
Jesus fucking Christ, you had to bring up the election fraud. Wow.
I knew. Like, she managed to bring up Trump after 2 years, almost 2 years.
Wait, is it Trump's election or her election?
Yeah, it's a Trump's election that there was a fraud. Yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing. She's complained after 2 years of agreeing with Big Daddy government's overreach. She's now complaining that Big Daddy government is... Because you're going small government, my ass. What, you're a Republican? Because they want smaller government. Maggie, you are literally... Maggie's literally going like, oh, I like small government because it helps me in my hometown because it affects me. When for 2 years, she's all been for Big Daddy government. As long as it's Democrat. She's a fucking raving lunatic. She's a moron. She's an absolute moron. That's why she's brought up Trump, because she's realised her political points are stupid. So you're like, Trump, election fraud. It's like, okay. Jesus. You're going to cry so hard if he runs in 2024 and wins. You are literally, you are literally going to blow your own head off. hopefully you're going to blow your own head off.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't. But Maggie, the staunch Democrat, cannot sit there and go, "I want small government." after 2 years of listening to her shit in regards to COVID, I do not believe for a second she wants small government.
No.
All right.
So anyway,
tampering with future ballots. I feel like she should have a little more respect for Michigan Girl State Speaker of the House 2010. You'd think this was another hot-button issue that divides Michiganders as much as our separate peninsulas, but that's curiously not the case.
According to a poll conducted by the Michigan Restaurant...
oh my
What is
god,
going on?
why would you choose there? The fucking sound is terrible.
Not only that, but like it's so fucking dirty.
So why are you wearing? What are you wearing?
Like, something from the 80s, but at the same time, it's like a garbage bin.
Jesus.
Why would you? Why would you do this though?
Because she is psychotic.
No, but is she wearing sandals?
She needs to pay rent.
But is she wearing sandals? What is she wearing? I
don't want to know.
Oh boy. She's just scared off all the children, all the people. Like, why is she scaring everyone? I don't understand.
All right.
And Lodging Association, locals overwhelmingly oppose the bill.
With a whopping 89% of voters against this bill in its current form. This is probably because the real benefactors of this bill are rich investors like Sarah and April, who have the capital to buy up.
What?
It all goes back to
how did we get from Chicago to Illinois to Ontario? What the?
Can you rewind it a little bit?
Against this bill in its current form. This is probably because the real benefactors of this bill are rich investors.
Probably? What are you do you have any evidence? What are you talking about? Do you know the economic implications of the bill? Say what they are. Don't say probably. It's probably rich people. Yes, people with money buy real estate. What's your point?
It's most likely humans will be affected by this bill.
You know what happens when you buy real estate? You lose all that money. You give it away. Then you have to, now I own real estate. Now I have to work with it, and I got to pay off the mortgage and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
You know that 1%? If you want to be part of the 1%, sell your house. You'll be rich and homeless. And then you have to buy another house or rent, and then your income goes immediately down because you just bought a down payment for
So wait, you use money to buy things?
Oh my god.
Yes. Money can be used in exchange for many goods.
Wait,
like peanuts.
You need to have money in order to buy something. You can't just buy something without the money, right?
No, what you do is you're cutting into future profits.
What's the American cutoff for the highest tax bracket for income is like $250,000, I think. And then after that, they get taxed regardless. So anyone above that is rich, or the rich.
Yeah. Also, can I just ask a question? Why is it a dystopian nightmare of this Motel Makeover? I've not seen anything.
I know
remotely. The only dystopian place is Maggie's hometown. That's because Maggie lives there.
I don't know how local politics has anything to do with Ontarian or West Part Ontarian beach resort.
Ontarian beachfront property.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
What?
But I live near Lake Michigan. Oh, congrats.
They're refurbishing a motel. They're not knocking it down and building condos. What are you talking about?
It's filled with people, and it's not a dystopian existential nightmare. That she titled the video as.
Hey, do you know what I find funny though? She's talking about the people don't agree with what government does. Oh, okay. So you're not agreeing with the government's good. Yeah. Okay. So you know about those COVID protesters? You've got to listen to. Oh, so it's only things that you don't like, Maggie. I don't give a shit whether people in Ontario or city of St. Joseph, your little shithole of a town, sell the property to people from Chicago.
Yeah, there's a big difference between a developer and building high-rise condos in wherever than to some seaside town village thing of a bunch of people refurbishing a motel. completely different.
Yeah.
But it's the same because capitalism.
But because they have $100,000 Canadian, which you can make, which anyone can make in 2 years if you're in any province.
I don't.
It's like, what the hell?
Okay.
She just can't believe it that like she doesn't need to like do sexual favors or any Patreon money to get that kind of money.
Yeah,
because I'm willing to bet that like she gets at least that much from this kind of stuff that she's doing right now.
Anyway,
but there's still patriarchy, right, Mark?
Yes, it's all because of that.
Anyway, this is retarded. Like now we've gone into retard land. This before it was just petty.
I'm so glad we have less than 6 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
All right.
Can you just say retard land again?
Yeah, this is retard land.
Yeah, no, we went from pettiness to selfishness and whatever nonsense she's talking about to comparing her town to another town. It's just like in Canada. You don't even know the zoning laws in Canada, let alone towns, or what the hell this has to anything to do with the local laws. I don't even know the local laws of Ontario for zoning. Like what are you talking about, Maggie?
Yeah.
And they're not even zoning. They just bought real estate. They could have bought this house right in the freaking film, and you could have made a closer argument there.
Yeah.
They're developing land. They're not developing land. They're fixing land. They're not building anything on top of it. It's already there. The structures are built. They're painting.
Look, she's probably getting to a point. Okay.
Yeah,
we just gotta hear it out.
One is completely off.
A long and dumb one. See, this is the thing. It's like Smud goes into these all so happy and like given a chance, but at the end of it, he's as cynical as I am. It's like why waste 16 minutes? We all knew it was gonna be shit.
No, that's good. I want to see him get pissed off.
This is the crazy part of YouTube that we can tolerate without just getting disgusted or just saying this is the dumbest shit. Because here's a woman who sounds like she knows what she's talking about and then just makes shit up about media and real estate. And I'm not, an expert on either. I know something about stories. I know something about renting and this and that. But come on. You can't compare two entrepreneurs trying to live their dream to a bunch of zoning laws and local government Illinois. It doesn't make sense.
The city of St. Joseph is the most important hub in all of America with zoning laws.
Illinois, right, sure.
But yeah.
Is St. Joseph in Illinois? I don't even know. Is that what the sign said?
I assume so.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, I don't care what happens in wannabe Amityville. It's like, okay.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it kind of reminds me of my hometown in Mexico, People just
less
begging.
Yeah. Well, anyway, let's keep going. Here's Vladimir Dragunov. Thanks for 2 for super chat. I bet it's awkward on the ISS now. Well, that thing's still in operation? Holy shit. Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah, it is. It is as well, yeah.
It's like, hey, comrades, we nuke Ukraine. Sorry, we didn't know.
You can imagine if there's a Ukrainian astronaut just like floating, giving the eyes to the Russian. And he's like, I had no idea. He's like, no, I didn't know. I was sent up before they invaded.
Oh boy.
Oh, we send nuclear bomb.
I was born in the dark. You only adopted the dark.
No, man, I don't want to go bowling.
Right,
anyway.
Like Sarah and April, who have the capital to buy up properties, pay as little as they can to local contractors, and
Are you shitting me? Are you kidding? What?
They're called wages.
You think local contractors are going to negotiate? They're the only job in town. They're like, you want me to do things? Yeah, I'm the guy. I'm the
In fact, that's like giving them a job. If like this didn't exist, then they would have to like look for some other towns for that kind of activity.
I don't understand this.
Does she understand like how business works?
No.
Entrepreneurs have to hire people. Oh, the humanity. Oh my God, what monsters these people. How dare they give money to people to do what they need them to do?
Pay them as little as possible. Well, what's the minimum wage in America? I don't know. Well, how much are these people asking for this? Well,
Yeah, there's no contractors don't take minimum wage. It's all premium. It's all like, I need this done now.
yeah. No, but do you know what I mean? It's like there's a minimum you have to pay them. It's like
Right, and plus the costs of everything doubled that year, so they're paying even more. She's paying these people are paying even more.
Yeah,
and there's only one guy, it looks like, outside of the electrician and the other people doing specific jobs. It's like they are probably losing money doing all this.
Yeah,
but God forsake, they give money to people doing the thing they wanted them to do, that they agreed to.
Yeah.
What a bizarre logic. It's like, honey, do you know how anything works in business?
How anything works, period.
Yeah.
No, of course not. She's a commie. Why would she understand that?
We are really getting into the realms of Maggie like not understanding how the world works.
But she claims other people are
disassociated
from the real world. It's like
How dare these selfish people try to make a beautiful resort, hotel, or motel chain for people in the area? And you're like, yeah, that's a beautiful thing. Businesses supporting local communities, getting jobs to people, and having people come in to attract them during summer or whatever tourism season there is. I guess they could even have I've seen winter getaways at motels and hotels in Ontario. There's all kinds of beautiful places. Not during the lockdowns, but we have a Prince Edward County, which is kind of like an island between here and Ottawa. It's a wine county island. It has like beer and wine distillers, and they have these hotel winter getaways. It's beautiful. So, maybe there is an industry for these ladies in the wintertime. I don't know. For beaches, probably not.
Not for beaches.
Yeah, maybe.
Unless there's any waves to surf on, because I know surf is like cold water as well. Plus, in the UK in winter, when the seas get rougher, there's a lot more surfers.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and in Cornwall and stuff, it's like once it gets to winter time, the surfers are out.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's not summer. Yeah, it's not summer. I'm like, you're freezing. You're freeze to death. Like, it's better waves.
They got some
better
thick
waves.
skin, man.
Them awesome waves, bro.
Yeah.
I don't get code. What can I tell?
Yeah, so never mind the sniffles. Hypothermia is going to kick in pretty soon.
Yeah. But then again, they've got the wetsuits.
There's some people that can take on the cold. I just
but are those insulated?
They've got the wetsuits are insulated. Yeah.
Yeah, but your feet are exposed, aren't they?
Yeah, your feet are still exposed, but you're still warm with your body.
That's crazy.
I mean, I don't do it. I'm just saying that's just
maybe
what
you
happens.
should.
Frozen feet and hands. Yeah, that's nuts. That'd drive me nuts. Anyway, that's cool. Thanks for telling me.
It's okay. You don't need them. You just cut one of them off.
Negative or +1 degree centigrade. Yeah, it's perfectly fine water.
Yeah.
As the ice shards hit my eyes as I fall. Yeah.
Do they drink and surf?
It's not like we're not at the Arctic Circle, guys. It's just winter time.
Right.
It's not.
Penguins.
There's not 12 foot of snow on the beach that they've got to wade through before they get there. It's just the seas are a little bit rougher with the waves, so the waves get bigger. So yeah. Anyway.
Okay. Here is Great Scott. Thanks for the one. The only reason she's probably saying this is because her hometown exiled her. You know what? We don't know how she.
After fucking up that sandwich.
Yeah, we don't know what happened in that sandwich shop. We got fired or what happened. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sexual harassment. Is
maybe she hates.
What if she accidentally poisoned the owner?
Well, maybe she hates all businessmen because of her bad experience working a job.
At Jimmy John's.
Not at Jimmy John's. Okay.
Oh no, Jimmy Gibbs.
I wonder what she would be like working at a Subway.
She'd be the one doing the sexual harassment.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Instead of Jared.
Let's keep going.
As big of a profit as they can get away with. 14 years ago, St. Joseph put a ban on short-term rentals in this historic area, as those short-term rentals turned most of these homes into hollow vaginal walls for half of the year.
Oh, she got back to you.
Fuck?
Vaginal walls. What is wrong with you?
What are you talking about, Maggie?
Maybe she's trying to be a writer and she's moonlighting as a YouTuber and she's like writing these scripts out, making Harlequin romances, and she's like, no, this is perfect.
Why would you call it hollow vaginal walls? Why?
Is she trying to be funny?
Well, she's mentioned the sexual organs of a woman about 3 times now in this video.
Yeah, but three
For no reason.
Does she want pussy though? It's like if I made a video and I go, man, in Breaking Bad, you see the beautiful penis of a desert, and as Gus, as hostage or something.
Yeah, that's a line from that video.
Yeah, it reminds you of the dong dangling in between a man's legs. Is what you see when Bryan Cranston first steps out of that minivan in his pants, and you're like,
when Walt is diagnosed with cancer, it makes me think about testicular cancer and how my balls are like more enlarged than before. It's just ridiculous.
It's like thinking of testicle purple. That's just.
Oh, it would be testicle blue because of blue balls.
Okay.
Yeah. Testicular blueness.
Anyway, I guess Airbnb is not having a good time. And
also, can I just ask you? Can I just say something? As a man who has quite a bit of experience of vaginas, how many hollow, empty vaginas? It's not. You don't go spelunking in them. They're not empty vast cavernous holes. What are you on about, Maggie?
Could you imagine if it was a guy saying this? It's like, oh yeah, it's like pussy grounds, and it's like, wow, this is a disturbed fellow.
If a man
this is a sexist guy.
If a man came up to me and goes, look, that house is like a hollow vaginal cavern, I'd be like, what sort of women have you been with?
What kind of houses are you describing? Like, what can you imagine what this house looks like inside? It's like, oh my god, a long hallway. Like, what the...
Oh my god, this reminds me of your mother. It's
a long red hallway. That's it. I don't know what else is.
Part of some sort of horror movie or something. It's like this crazy scene. Like,
I'm just. What other sexual things does she see? And, like, god damn! I just.
Anyway, let's keep going. This is getting silly.
Yeah.
And prevented new families from moving in, who would support the local economy year-round.
Wait. If she's saying they put a ban on rentals, how's that stopping families from moving in when they want to buy the homes?
There's a ban on rentals, yeah? So people can't rent them if they're out of town, yeah?
How's that stopping families from buying? I don't know. Weird logic there, honey, but okay, maybe families rent houses. I don't know. Americans are weird. Let's go with that.
Well, rent houses. I rent my house.
Give me rent!
During cherry spitting season. Watching this Netflix series was like watching a pink tsunami slowly swallow a town alive. And I grew up in the ripple effects of what happens when locals are priced out of their own town.
It's a hotel. It's a motel. No one's preventing you from buying houses, Maggie.
Or if she has the kind of lifestyle that she's in a motel in LA, and she think that's supposed to be where you have your final living space. I don't understand any of this shit.
It doesn't make any sense.
Asinine. That's asinine.
Anyway.
Why did she stumble upon this show, I swear?
Buying a rundown motel is apparently preventing other people from buying houses in the same area.
But why is that motel on sale in the first place? That's the real question. Because it probably is non-functional. It went bust.
There's lots of reasons why people stop a business. Someone died. They're tired. I remember some of my favorite restaurants just closed down for no reason, and then you find out later, oh, the owner just didn't want to do it anymore, and no one could take it over. And these were like the only places in town that people went to, like for German cuisine or certain kinds of foods. And it's a shame because it's been there for like 20, 30 years and everyone knew it. And it's just gone for whatever reason. And then you have the actual reasons, like the economic reasons, like, God, the past 2 years. So, yeah, there's all kinds of reasons why places shut down. But that's an opportunity for an entrepreneur to go, oh, wow, free real estate or cheap real estate. I'm going to pick it up, do my own thing, spend the extra year of my life bringing this thing back to working condition, and get people coming in and using social media. Those girls were smart. They did social media pictures and all kinds of great shots, really attractive looking vistas of the beach and the pool and the patio. It's like, it's a nice place. Yeah. I wouldn't want to go there for $500, but I'd still check it out.
Yeah, like they have the exact same like normie view of the world that is so appealing for the masses. And that's probably like the secret to their success in the first place.
Yeah, that's what I've seen restaurants. I have a lot of restaurants on my Instagram of just the owners doing their best, making packed lunches, trying to make them seductive and attractive. And, we're still offering the $2 off here, there for, $7 beer or whatever. Okay, cool. Like it's still, they're trying to get by and they're doing the best they can. And a lot of these places closed up. So, and some of them are opening up. It's crazy. When a place just closed down in March of 2020 and got bought up, and that week of, that's when COVID hit, you're like, oh, what a feeling that must have been. And some of them are still around. It's amazing that they're so resilient to what happened. Anyway, let's keep going. Great, Scott. Thanks again. Oh, this is $3. Ooh. Would she rather have the motel get abandoned than become a trap house for crackheads? Support your local drug dealer today. Support him, and you support the town.
Yeah.
Maggie's world is not ours, and we can't ever want to understand it, let alone go there. Her thought process is it's two steps away from being reprimanded by a teacher. Like if she wrote essays like this, a teacher would be like, "Wait, you wrote what? Where did you get this? How? Why are you? This isn't even This does not even connect logically. How does Ontario have anything to do with Illinois? What do you want about?" Anyway.
Back in the day, St. Joseph was the cheap place to get a house. But as the locals were slowly priced out of the area, they started buying properties in the town next door. Benton Harbor, a historically black neighborhood, which today is being gentrified.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
As a black what?
It's a black neighborhood,
meaning turned white.
Yeah.
Why does this always come back to either race, sexism, transsexuality?
What has this got to do with a motel in Ontario?
Are the women not
trying to make their dream happen?
Are the women not weird enough for you, Maggie? Are they not like Eskimo Nazis, or like what do you need for you to focus on one topic?
They need to be black. They need to be gay, and they need to used to be a man.
Yeah, probably. Just hit all the boxes.
Okay, that's even an interesting question. If they're gay and they're trans, does that mean that they're still gay?
I don't know.
I don't care.
What's half bisexual? Like, if you're only half of that, what does that mean?
What the fuck? I'm partially pregnant. Okay, that's great. Oh God. Anyway.
As those black families that have lived there for generations are now also being priced out of that area. And
what does that mean? Does that mean that the real estate value is going up in price? Because that's a good thing. That means the value of the houses they own are now higher. Would you rather the prices go down? Is that what... I don't know what Maggie wants here. Do they want people to be rich or poor? What do you want?
She wants to be rich.
Remember that? Yeah, remember that there was a big thing about Dave Chappelle, and he was talking about some real estate project. He put like, I don't know, 30 million bucks or whatever, and they were going to put in some sort of project for low-income families. And he said, no, I don't want this. This will decrease the property value. This is not what I signed up for. And they said, okay, fine, we'll change it. And a lot of people were like bashing on Dave Chappelle because, oh, he's not for the poor or whatever. It's like, no, he's buying a thing and he wants the thing to be in value, not to decrease in value. It's that simple. If I bought a car, and everyone knows when you buy a car, as soon as you drive it off the lot, it drops in value by like 10% because it's no longer new. So you can't resell it at the same price, even if it's a day old. So it's the same with real estate. If you're around lower quality homes, your real estate value goes down in value.
Mm-hmm.
So does Maggie want these places that are whatever, I don't care if they're black or white or whatever, to go down or up in value? Because, you know, when you see they go down in value, it's called a ghost town. This is happening in Italy.
Mm-hmm.
Italy's villages are being removed because no one wants to live there. They want to live in the big towns with all the stuff happening. They're literally giving away real estate in Italy. If you want to live really cheaply in a beautiful country and be far away from civilization, go to Italy. They'll love you there. They want you to have babies. They want you to have babies. They want you to take pictures and show them how great tourism is in these small villages that are struggling to survive.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Cycle continues as the June motels of the world stay ever afloat. By the way, if you want to learn more about Benton Harbor's proposed Black Wall Street zone,
no one cares.
Allowing rich out-of-town investors
Everyone's a black
corporations to buy up swaths of land dries up the cost of living for everyone else.
Rooms went from $90 to $500 a night.
Good.
While sinking smaller family-owned businesses.
That's
These
impressive.
ladies,
Oh,
truly honorary fibs.
When I was growing up, the locals had somewhat of an ironic parable that we lived by.
The most expensive homes owned by the richest.
I just love how those people in the background are running away from Maggie.
Can you imagine her trying to teach like life lessons or like banking, like saving money? It's just like, do you have any concept?
Kids? Yeah, that would be scary.
Like this is something I never hear with a financial advisor or any real estate developer. Like this is like no. This is, you want to gentrify places. You want to get them higher value. You want more people. You want more money. You want more activity. You want commerce.
Yeah.
You want development.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want lower house prices. You want a nice mix between high and low. You want some up and down. Like it's horrible right now in as I said, Toronto and Vancouver. There's a big bubble. And all these Chinese investors are buying real estate downtown Toronto, knocking them down, building up condos, and no one's in the condos. And that's why we're thinking of putting an empty tax, because they're empty and they're just sitting there, and these could be used for other things. So we're going to be taxing these real estate owners for doing nothing with their stuff. So there's a certain limit you could hit that is good or rather is bad. For the people around the business around it, because you have these big beautiful hotel, places to live that no one's living in, so it defeats the purpose. So anyway, that is not this town's problem. Okay.
Yeah.
By the richest visitors and citizens were on the bluff overlooking the idyllic Silver Beach. But as every year passed, Lake Michigan would take more and more of the beach with it. The houses would end up falling into the bluff, and every year it encroached on.
Oh my God, the climate's changing.
Yeah, this happens in every lake.
It's called erosion. That happens.
It's
Jesus Christ!
I have an uncle up north. He has a house cottage, and I've seen the water level drop for the past 30 years, and in the past 3 years, it just boom. They opened up the sluice, not the sluice gate, whatever the proper water stoppage.
Oh shit!
I can't remember the name of the actual water gate, and they just brought it back up. Because they realized,
Just
okay,
like the dam. It's not a dam. It is just the.
It
Yeah,
doesn't.
Is that
yeah.
kind of like Gamergate for Aquarius stuff?
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Well, it controls the water level. The thing is, it was going down and down and
Yeah.
down naturally because they didn't touch the gate for decades. And they said, okay, finally, yeah, it's way too low. We're going to crank it back up. And they brought it right to the rim. Like, holy crap. When I saw the water,
Well,
I was like, wow.
Well, it's because there's one huge one in London on the Thames that keeps it at a decent level and everything. So if it ever goes down, they can open it up and let water through.
And I was always wondering why they didn't do that sooner because when I was a kid, it was roughly about the level it is now. And I was like 4 or something, and I could walk into the water. And my uncle built a ramp for his boat to go into, and he had to keep expanding that ramp. And the neighbors had to expand their dock because the water level was so low. And finally, it's now at least almost a meter. Like it's really like back to the way it originally was. So this is the opposite effect. This is soil erosion, not water eating away at it. Just too much water, I guess. I don't know.
In the next row of what are now multi-million-dollar homes. The things that made other people feel the richest were also the most precarious, the worst meant.
I'm really questioning multi-million-dollar homes in a small town like this in the country. It doesn't make sense. And if they are, they gotta be like castles. They gotta be gigantic.
Yeah.
And if that's
I'm
the
also
case,
wondering why she needed to do this in slow motion and curse us all with the image.
well, it's Maggie. I expected a cat costume at this point, but she's in
Trying
public.
to
She's in public.
brainwash us.
Yeah, she can only do so much.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Well, no, I agree as well. It should be also castle-like things in this place. Yeah.
Why is the beach water blue, cerulean blue? Why is the color brown? Yeah. So
why is the beach not fallopian orange?
Oh my god.
Or ovary.
Oh, she's wearing shoes to the beach.
So anyway, buying houses in countryside, yeah, they're going to be big. They're going to be expensive. That doesn't hurt the real estate in the town. Why would it?
No,
that doesn't make sense. How?
She's an attention whore, by the way. Like
the only way that would make sense if they were knocking down buildings in the town and building mansions there,
which they're not.
Which they're far away from.
Also, how I'm still gonna ask this question: how is this a dystopian nightmare?
Existential nightmare, yeah.
No, what is she talking about here? What is this video about? Is it a bunch of chicks in Ontario who had bad timing, or is it she's bitching about her town she came from? And how? Because people bought houses in the countryside near the town.
But it says of Motel Makeover. That's the show. That's what the show's called, right? So, what exactly was the dystopian existential nightmare in that show?
It's clearly not the girls. They're getting by, I assume. But Maggie seems to be having her own problem.
She's got loads of problems.
Maggie is her own problem.
Yeah.
All right.
Let me just interject a clip of me going in slow motion. It's all about me.
Okay.
And ultimately fell to the fates of wind, water, and time.
I just think these gals are so neat. And I'm so proud of them for doing all of that by themselves. The biggest lesson I learned is to really stick to your own unique sense of style. And there's a lot of creative ways to increase profit margins that involve plywood. Their story is so inspirational for these unprecedented times. And I'm sure widely applicable to an entire audience hoping to open up their own boutique motel empires. And remember, though money can buy happiness and coveted property on the Lake Michigan shore, that's not.
No, yeah, okay. I literally now just want to get money and buy all the property and just stand there naked and shove my ass in your face. You annoying harpy.
Yeah.
That would be funny.
Oh my
Very
god!
amusing.
Smell these outrageous gas prices, Maggie.
This is
Piece
just
of cunt.
this is just. Shut up, Maggie. Shut the fuck up.
So
Just
essentially,
stop making
Maggie has
videos.
become Meg from Family Guy. Only she's
Yeah.
not played by an attractive actress.
And she
No,
didn't
I'm not-
even get to the story of those 6 episodes of what happened. She just says they built the thing, the COVID hit, and then she started bitching
Things
about her
happened.
hometown.
Yeah.
They had problems. They still succeeded.
Yeah, where's the
Sort of.
dystopia? Where's the problem? I don't.
Well, the dystopia's
Because
in
two
her
young girls
hometown.
can make money. Whoop-de-doodle do.
Are people abandoning her town? Like, what's going on? Like, what's?
But the thing is, she's got like people around town because of like house prices, and they're like, no, because you still live here. It's like, like leaving.
All right.
I mean,
I
how
wanna
many
see her
times? Did she,
move into
how many
New
times? How many times do you think she like did that same take on the beach, jumping up and down? People saw that, went, yeah, we're moving. Where to? Chicago or something? I don't care.
I don't care if I promise to take you to the beach. Grab your shit. Let's get out.
It's like people
Clearly,
nowadays.
this place is where insane people go.
Yeah, it's like I'm sure people have looked at Maggie and gone, I hear Kiev's a lovely place this time of year. I'll move there to get out of the way.
Yeah, off camera there was a guy like shooting up heroin up to his veins right now.
There's like somewhere a family from St. Joseph are like saying, I hear Chernobyl's nice and quiet. we can move there for a bit of peace.
All right. Well, we got 3 minutes
I
left.
just want to see Maggie move to New York. Just clear that whole city.
That'd be funny.
That's not why these girls did it.
I can't believe there are going to be guests here tomorrow. It's why we did this all in the first place. It's kind of hard to like remember that sometimes. It really is. It's been a really hard year.
Aww. Well, let's see what some of their customers have to say.
If you're here only to post on the gram, they have a lot of cool spots, but Instagram versus reality is a real thing here.
The plastic roof on the pergola is not at an angle, so the water just pools in the grooves and falls through the cracks.
Almost nothing in town is open because nobody is available for hire once students go back to school.
Wait a minute, this place sounds terrible.
Wait, how?
Like you.
Did you show us the stars? What's what was the
She
star
just
rating?
cherry pick a few rates?
What's the name
That's
of the
what
place?
I mean. Like it
June something?
June, right? Yeah.
The June Hotel. Or Motel. The June Motel.
That's the thing. She's not showing us the whole comment.
It's 4.3 stars over 204 Google reviews. That's pretty good.
Wait, how many? Sorry.
4.3.
What the fuck is Maggie talking about?
Out of 5, yeah. She's cherry picking.
Yeah.
Anything over 4 is really good. I don't know if you guys know restaurants, but anything above 4 is amazing. So
Yes.
And with 204 reviews, that means a lot of people have been going there.
But Smut, it's not 5 stars, so that's bad.
Yeah, it's not like 4.9,
yeah. Oh, they had like one complaint out of the 10 things that they enjoyed during their stay. That's bad.
Yeah, because a type of roof wasn't good.
Oh, okay. Maybe they fixed it. Maybe it was just one occurrence.
I'm looking at
I don't know.
current reviews. Let me just sort it one more time. Most recent. Okay. Steph Hanover, 2 weeks ago, 5 out of 5. Donnie Hanaram, 4 weeks ago, 4 out of 5. Sam Wright, a month ago, 1 out of 5. Triple In, a month ago, 5 out of 5. Romaine Lenoel, 2 months ago, 5 out of 5. Marie Helene Paquette, 1 out of 5. Liz C, 3 months ago, 5 out of 5. I like this is, people have good experiences, people have bad experiences. It's not everyone's taste, conditions. The weather 3 months ago was freezing. Yeah.
What did the 1 out of 5 say?
Let me
Was
see.
there a comment?
It's just hype. Avoid response from the owner. That was it. It was just hype. Avoid. And then the
thanks for that.
owner responds to every single one of these comments.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. The most recent was, I stayed here with my partner last summer, had the absolute best time ever. The room was clean, bed was comfy, and we had a great view from our balcony. This is 2 weeks ago. It's still winter. The highlight was definitely the campfire at night. Oh, cool. We spent both nights there and loved the vibes. What's not to love about bubbly, s'mores, great playlists, and friendly staff? I can't wait to come back! ! !
So overall, it seems like this place is a rousing success with a very, very small number of dissatisfied customers.
Yeah, and in winter, I had no idea that's a thing you could do. I don't go on vacation in winter to wintry places. So, awesome, amazing. They managed to pull it off.
Yeah, they succeeded.
Yeah, I don't care if they're selling soap. It's working. They're doing a good job. They're providing a service that people like.
But it's not 5 stars. It's not it's not up to Maggie standards. All right.
Oh,
it's not 5 out of 5.
It does look a bit posh. I will give it that.
Yeah. Okay, but most places tend to try and look a bit posher. I mean, I'll be brutally honest. Especially in my hometown since COVID, even the most dingiest pub, you go into it now, it's amazingly posh because it's trying to get different clientele. Places look posher now. That's just the way things are.
Yeah, and looking at the photos, they have all kinds of different wallpaper. It's not just white. So I'm assuming there are more expensive rooms, obviously. But yeah, I see the Peace Love Wine in the window there. You got the June Motel sign. You got a kind of bubbly drinks in a sort of a colander. It looks nice.
Oh,
it's got their own brands of drinks too, I think.
Oh, really?
Anyway, I say bravo, girls. Not my taste, but good for you.
Yeah. Well,
hey, they made it happen, and now they can enjoy their life or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're happy, and Maggie's like, I hate that they're happy.
Yeah.
Really built their old bench.
Now here's my town from
Michigan.
Michigan.
Too miserable like she is.
Here's my town from Michigan.
Okay.
Illinois, I don't fucking know.
No, you still don't have breasts.
Is she gonna break things? No, honey.
No, please stop.
Stop acting.
Junified.
No.
That's such a good moment.
Oh my god, she's really a trained professional actor.
This is an iconic moment. That is a moment.
Freedom. Anyways, this video was brought to you by Mubi.
Oh, you want to make some money now, huh?
That's it.
Oh, no, that's it. I'm done. No, I'm not interested in anything she has to say.
Mubi.
This is crap. This is absolute rubbish.
The rest is just her rambling on about how awesome she is.
Yeah. what an absolute whoa memes.
Hey,
what the fuck?
Thank you to my Patreon.
I won't lie, Maggie doesn't look bad from behind.
No.
This is my bird watching outfit. Oh my god.
What the fuck? What is this?
Is she in one of those
But who has
pancake
who
shops?
has red? Yeah, but who has red with a greenish thong? That just looks
Maggie.
wrong.
She's trying to give the appearance of an ass, but there is nothing there.
There's nothing there.
It's all flat.
Why she got Why she got gonorrhea green underwear?
Wait. But what, is this her OnlyFans? Why is there a tip menu over there?
But didn't she, in one of the videos, it might have been a different creator, like bitching about over-sexualization.
Here she is.
Honestly,
in underwear. Yeah.
I don't... This may sound rude, but she looks like a guy. I can't...
Yes.
This looks like a transsexual man. I don't know what to say.
I was going for the Jim Morrison haircut. If only she could sing, then I'd love her. But yeah.
If she could sing.
Yeah, Jim Morrison.
Yeah.
Maggie may fish every time she makes a video. We're excited. Yeah, a bong.
No, but a crack.
That's not a bong. That's a meth pipe.
It's a meth pipe?
Crack pipe.
Crack pipe?
That can't be a bong.
It's not a
It's a
bong?
crack pipe. Jesus Christ, guys, know your drugs.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry, I don't do it like you, Hawk. Jesus.
for a man who like watches Breaking Bad, you're very bad at doing drugs, aren't you?
I think everything's meth. Okay.
Okay. Me looking at the motel girl with black hair. This bitch's forehead big as shit on God.
What? I didn't even look at. I forgot what the girls look like. To be honest with you, because
she looks pretty normal. I'd do her.
Yes, I'm a capitalist who is building a motel empire. Okay. Yes, I don't care about motels.
Chat please.
What the hell?
No, that's true. I'll be honest with you. I came to this video not caring about motels. I don't care about them now either. Well, I don't care.
Right.
It's a motel. We don't have motels in the UK. It's just like
motel.
Hawk, how'd you get so fit?
How do I get so fit? Doing your mom. Anyway. Yeah, cheap motel.
No, he does his girlfriend 24/7. That's how he does it.
Doing a push-up, yeah.
That's not the actual picture on our $50 bill, but I would be surprised if it happens.
Yeah.
I thought you were about to say that it's not actually a real picture of Trudeau.
Neon red, yeah. He does glow like that in the dark. It's amazing.
It's period red, yeah.
Oh my God. Netflix will green light just about anything, and I mean anything. Tall Girl 2. Yes, they did make a sequel.
Yeah. Yeah, to that incredibly boring film about a tall girl.
That nobody watched.
Yeah.
Except for dumb kids, probably.
Comparison of responses.
Cynical reviews because he makes that's how he makes his living.
2. The COVID-19 pandemic. Socialist countries' rapid, decisive response to pandemics by governments. Socialized healthcare system well prepared to care for everyone. No, it wasn't. Planned economy able to expand capacity through construction of hospitals.
Have we forgot like those footages where Chinese military were having guns and barred people with literal wood on their door to not come out?
I love that last one. Providing international aid to other countries. When, where, what do you mean?
Because we got donations from America for all the vaccines from Moderna. So, for some reason, Trudeau bought 100 times more Pfizer vaccine than Canadians. So I don't know why we needed 10 times the amount.
Oh yeah, we've got what? There's 70 million people in the UK, and the UK government bought 160 million doses. And everyone's like, why? Why do you need 160 million doses for 70 million people?
And they have a shot.
And then everyone went, oh, but you're going to give us 2 doses. And it's like, now we're running out because they want to give us 4 doses. I was like, oh, all right, cool. Oh yeah. By the way, that's another thing. We've got rid of all restrictions. They want a 4th dose of the COVID vaccine now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in the UK. And it's like, why? It's like, why do we need another dose? And it's like, and the government's like, well, we don't know if the COVID's gone. You've lifted all restrictions. Shit's on yourself, mate.
Yeah. So here's capitalist countries' sluggish, half-hearted response by governments. U.S. private healthcare system makes healthcare expensive or unavailable. What? No, the problem.
Really? It's always available. That's the whole point of being a private healthcare system.
People who were in the States who did get sick, they went immediately to their private doctors if they had private care.
Also, the UK isn't the USA. We have a socialized health system.
Yeah.
It's called the National Health Service that treats everybody for free.
Who
What
made
the
this?
fuck?
Who made this list?
Who made this?
Capitalist
Maggie?
economy unable to pivot production priorities? What are you talking about? What the hell was
Talking about?
Project
They
Warp
did.
Speed? The freaking Trump literally said, okay, guys, we need vaccines, go. All the restrictions lifted. What?
Yeah.
Huge corporate bailouts to boost crashing stock market? When was this? Where was the bailout? When was that?
Yeah.
Which one?
We had stimulus checks, and we're still getting stimulus checks. I just barely got mine in the mail a few days ago.
Are we going through the same pandemic here?
This is, there was no bailouts. There was welfare in Canada. We had a bunch of welfare for people,
there was
not for
welfare
corporations.
in the UK there was people got paid furlough to not work, so the government paid 80% of your wage, so that businesses,
Yeah, we had so many problems with the welfare because the checks were getting stolen by God knows who. So we were spending billions of bucks to people that weren't even Canadian, we bet.
Yeah.
It's crazy shit. Crazy shit happening. Okay, already want people to return to work at risk of illness or death? No, they don't. They want you to stay home.
No. I could call in sick right now.
Unable and unwilling to provide international aid. Yeah, no shit.
But they did, Pfizer, selling vaccines to all over the world.
I will
What
agree.
are you talking about?
Yeah, profits are the priority to Pfizer, to Moderna, to J&J.
Well, let's put it this way: with Pfizer and all that, then what was it? The company that made the Oxford vaccine in the UK. Half the politicians in the UK have shares in that company. It's okay, it's wrong, but
that's how these things work. It's a racket. All of this is one job. It doesn't matter if it's war or some other emergency. They're going to take advantage of it.
People make money out of it. Well, you think China wasn't making money out of it?
No. I would.
All right. Well, we have two more left. The hairstyle of the strong female villain of Uncharted.
Okay.
It's cake. What is that? I don't know.
Zebra cake? I don't know.
Zebra cake? Oh, okay. I've never tried it. I don't know.
Why did they tag you in that, Eric? What knowledge do you have of this?
Oh, that's what the female villain looks like. She looks like she has zebra cake on her head.
Oh, okay.
Oh, right. Okay. What is it? What in the movie? Or something? What was that?
Yeah, that's what she looks like in the movie. Here.
Oh, I thought Antonio Banderas was the villain of the movie.
All right. Well,
Oh! I'm gonna spoil it because I don't give a shit. She kills Antonio Banderas.
Oh my god.
Oh, does she? Really? Oh.
Anyway.
Well, thank God for that. At least his career's not ruined.
Anyway, guys, that was Maggie Mayfish. I think this is maybe the most vindictive. I don't know how to describe this because she was.
I would say that this is the most boring video from her.
Well, she was really bad on Snyder, and we understand to some degree because she's crazy, and that makes sense. But she's
very bad on Kirk Cameron as well.
Well, she hates religion. Yeah, it's kind of a given.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Jesus Christ was a social justice warrior.
What? Oh God.
That's what she said, right?
I try to.
You know what?
This out,
you know what? Yeah, go on then.
So this was just weird. She attacked two Ontario chicks for opening up business, which she should have applauded, and it devolved into her whining about her village she was born in because rich people bought houses further away from it. I'm like, what's your point?
It's like, oh my God, no one cares.
I don't know. Yeah, I couldn't tell you, but either way, thanks guys. That was another month. Another terrible experience. And I think this is tempering our mind. Every time we watch one of these, we're like, oh my God, I'm glad I know no one like this. I've never spoken to anyone.
The thing
like
is,
this.
it's like, I don't get angry anymore.
Yeah.
At these things. I just get to the point where I'm like, Oh my god, Maggie, shut the fuck up. Shut up.
This is so
This is stupid.
It's so childish, so biased that you just sit there and you laugh at how bizarre the performance she puts on. And I think half the time she has to be performing because there's no way you could take this seriously.
Performance is dog shit.
No.
At least like we had like a really good story that we put together about her career.
I just don't see her
sandwich maker.
referencing the vagina parts as acting. I can't.
Oh no, that's
can't buy
her.
that.
Like
It was very metaphorical.
Yeah, she's got to talk about women in some capacity because she's a feminist.
And Trump.
And
without mentioning Trump.
It's amazing. She's gotten better at it. Yeah, it's always the back of her mind. Amazing stuff. Anyway, I'm going to call it night. Time to get a drink. Time to go to bed. Time to relax. Whatever you guys got to do. That was 3 hours. Without Wisp.
3 hours.
I'm impressed, guys. We did.
Whoa, really? It didn't feel like it.
Yeah, no, Wisp.
It felt like 6.
It felt long. Yeah. Anyway, plan out your weekend. Have a great one. Thank you so much. Have a great night.